B&H Auto is your local source for all your auto maintenance needs. Oil changes, brakes, shocks, tires, and even mechanical repairs such as transmissions and other engine problems. Located on the north end of Afton, that's B&H Auto, service you can ride on. Plan your next vacation to scenic Star Valley, Wyoming with a luxurious day at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Enjoy your own comfortable cabin with a soaking tub and top amenities. A hot complimentary breakfast is always included. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
Hey, this is Duke and Dal, and recently we decided to do a little less broadcasting and a little more banking.
We even made our own logos.
The Bank of Duke and Dal of Wyoming is open for business. Ooh, we already got a phone call. Nice. Bank of Duke and Dal of Wyoming. You want to make a deposit? Yeah, we'll take your money.
As you can see, our customer satisfaction is on the rebound.
Bank of Duke and Dal, how can I help you? Oh, you want to make a withdrawal? No, that money's gone. Who do you think we are? First Bank of Wyoming? Jeez.
Hey Braves fans, now you can follow your favorite players during the game with a complete Star Valley football roster online, including player pictures and bios. Scan $2.99 per square foot. LVP is also on sale with the product available for $2.99 per square foot. Battles & Brothers also has carpet remnants available. That's Battles & Brothers Carpet 1 Floor and Home, open in Afton, just south of the Arch.
Price, quality, service, Battles & Brothers Flooring.
On behalf of the Bank of Star Valley, it's my pleasure to congratulate and introduce this week's Star Valley Braves Man of the Week, Tristan Hilton. Way to go, Tristan.
Tristan Hilton, son of Mark and Lacey Hilton, Sr., Osmond, Wyoming.
Everybody up really close to the line of scrimmage this time. Quarterback sneak up the middle. That should be a touchdown.
We at Miles CPA love cheering on our Star Valley Braves in all their activities, from the performing arts to music, speech and debate, vocational clubs, athletics, and all other activities in which our local students participate. In fact, JR at Miles CPA was once a Skills USA leader himself.
This is JR with Miles CPA from both the Afton and Alpine offices. We wish the Braves success this school year in their academics, athletics, and activities. Be the best you that you can be. Go Braves.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive. It's gorgeous, and I get what I want.
I take my Caribou Ford to the Oregon Trail golf course.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I can check out inventory online before I go. Now that's service.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? Satisfaction.
We're Caribou Ford with top awards in the region for customer satisfaction, because we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
Down at the creek, Swift Creek Trading, that is.
It's not about selling hats, boots, and jeans.
It's about giving back to our Valley's youth and keeping our heritage and traditions alive.
When you shop at Swift Creek Trading, you help us sustain agriculture.
You help us perform. You help us compete. You help us brand our own businesses.
So come on down to the creek.
Swift Creek Trading, that is.
Where your purchase supports us.
Where your purchase supports us.
That drive us. From the feelings that move us to the places that pull us on roads that unite us. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to be the fuel that keeps you firing on all cylinders.
Live coverage of Star Valley High School sports is provided by The Right Company. HDC Siding and Gutters, no job too big or too small. Red Tail Therapy, strength for everyone. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Quality Quick Lube, where quality comes quick. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
When I turned 10, we had my birthday party at the Fun Zone in Afton. It was awesome. Me and my friends got to watch movies on the big screen, play foosball, ping pong, and air hockey. We had the big basketball and volleyball courts we could run around in. It was so fun that my brother decided to have his wedding reception there. And we are planning a family reunion at the Fun Zone. Kids love it, and parents will too. For reservations, visit thefunzone.com.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
Repeat after me. No stress with Point S.
No stress with Point S.
Because it's a one-stop auto shop that allows me to easily schedule appointments online.
Vail Valley Construction is your local source in Star Valley for quality asphalt paving. Whether it's residential or commercial driveway or parking, Vail Valley will have it done with great service at a great price. To get started, visit availvalley.com.
Treat yourself to a luxurious staycation with a cozy cabin getaway at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton. Get the locals discount by using promo code SVI Local. Every cabin has its own oversized soaking tub, big screen TV, fireplace, and includes free breakfast. Or upgrade to the cozy couples cabin with your own jetted jacuzzi tub. Find luxury right here with a staycation at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Use promo code SVI Local for the locals only discount.
Bill Nabe, I operate Teton Truss. We build roofing trusses, floor trusses, wall panels, and affordable homes. My relationship with Bank of Star Valley is very personable. I can call down to Thane, we're on a first name basis. I think Bank of Star Valley also uses character as well as credit score when it comes to making decisions. My dad once told me, going into business, you need a personal relationship with your banker, and I get just that.
LCSD2's Transportation Department is now hiring route and activity drivers. The route driver is 7 hours per school day with medical, dental, and vision benefits, paid leave, and the Wyoming retirement system, while the activity driver is full-time, 40 hours per week, mostly on weekends, including medical, dental, and vision benefits, paid leave, and the Wyoming retirement system. The bus aide is 5 hours per school day, $16 per hour with paid training. Visit lcsd2.org for details and to apply. That's lcsd2.org.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
I'm a pretty calm, cool, and collective guy, but... Sorry, what's your name? Yeah, Evan. Hi, Evan. Yeah, we have no internet. Nothing. I don't know. It just stopped working.
The internet is down.
I know, I'm on the phone with them. No, that was my wife.
I can't get online again.
Yeah, I'm talking to Evan. No, my daughter, my wife. Okay, can you guys not talk? Sorry. Yes, we have the white boxes. I see one. They got horns on them.
It's the one with the horns.
Yes, I see one. We have 11 of those.
I was on the phone and I got disconnected.
Okay, it's not about you. We switched our broadband service provider. Devin put in 11, Evan. How are we supposed to know which one's 7 and which one?
I thought it was Devin. Who's Devin? I got no service. Honey, you're blocking.
You can't stand there. You're blocking it. Don't block it. And the best part, I never have to speak to Evan or Devin ever again.
I think this one's 11.
11? We're not looking for 11. No, are we looking for 7, Evan, or 11? We have 2 next to each other. That's bad. 2 white boxes. Evan?
The countdown to kickoff is made possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit gofirstbank.com.
High School for Star Valley football live on the SVI Sports Network, Swift 98 and SVI Media. It's a beautiful day in Park County for a 1 versus 2 matchup. The Wild Preps coaches and media poll have the home Broncs as the number 1 team in 3A football in Wyoming, and of course the visiting Star Valley Braves as the number 2 team right now in 3A football. I'm Duke Dance with Dal Erickson, and Dal, this one's been the matchup the last couple of years, last 10 years, in fact. The state championship has been won for the last decade by one of these two teams. Of course, last year was the first time that they played each other in that state championship game, with Star Valley coming out on top. These programs are the standard in 3A football.
Yeah, they've certainly proved that over the last decade. The last 9 championships, as you mentioned, 5 for the Braves, 4 for the Broncs, and the last time they played was in Laramie for that state championship. Cody ranked number 1 right now, the Braves at number 2 in that wildpreps.com coaches and media poll by virtue of that loss to Sugar Salem. Right now, Duke, I would say these teams are probably about as even as they could be, at least on paper. Thank goodness they're kicking off here in about a half an hour, and we'll find out who is going to be in the driver's seat in the 3A West after that.
Absolutely, and that's what the big implication is for this game. And of course, there's still football to play after this game, and you never know what could happen. Powell, as we saw last week, is a very credible team, and they deserve to be in the conversation. But the winner of this game after this weekend, regardless of what happens moving forward, and that's still to be determined, but as of after this weekend, will be in the home seat advantage for the playoffs.
Yeah, and we kind of kick that around, Duke. It's a matter of convenience and travel when you're feeling like you're going to be in the postseason every season, which is kind of the way things have been. The loser of this game, you could almost kind of play it out in your head. They could very easily be on the road in the semifinals if things work out that way. Well, right now, that would put you probably at the number 1 seed in the East, which right now is Buffalo. So many times the Braves have made that trip to Douglas. Right now, it would be Buffalo. But I can tell you this right now, it's a long way. It's a long way either way. You just soon play at home if you can. Today is the day that may or may not determine whether or not you're making that trip.
The Star Valley Braves at the Cody Broncs on a beautiful cloud-free blue sky evening in Park County. High school football on the SVI Sports Network. Coming up in our First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff, we are going to have our player spotlight with Bailey Colgren. That's on the way next. Crimson Corner Roundup, recap the rivalry, records watch, keys to the game, and hopefully we'll have Jake Hibbard with us on the broadcast as well today. All that up and coming and on the way when we return. The Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic Senior Spotlight with Bailey Colgren on the SVI Sports Network.
Here's today's Player Spotlight presented by Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic. Celebrating 20 years of serving the Star Valley community. Online at starvalleydisposal.com.
Bailey Colgren, our Star Valley Disposal Royal Flush Septic Senior Spotlight here on the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff on SVI. Bailey, thanks for your time. Coming off that big win against the Powell Panthers last week, came right down to the wire. What were your thoughts as you watched that field goal go through at the end?
It was crazy. I mean, we came out of the locker room and we were, as we say every halftime, it was 0-0, and we came out and we knew that we were going to keep going, and as they kept coming up with the score, and then we did, and it came down to the wire, and it was awesome just watching Christoph as a sophomore get out there and make his first PAT, and it was awesome watching that go through and just having all the excitement with the whole team and coaches, and it was awesome.
Of course, you guys rushed the field. Is that a moment you think you'll probably always remember that one, right?
Oh yeah, that'll be something that you never forget. None of us will ever forget. And I thought time ran out, and so did everyone else, and then thought it was a game winner, and it was awesome. But then we go into kickoff again, but it was awesome.
Bailey, of course, you guys go up to Park County and take on a really good Cody Broncs team again. What are your focuses on this week to get ready for this game?
You know, Cody, their offense runs very quickly. They run a lot of offensive play as they go, and usually Our defense, it's more of a slower pace, and we pick it up a lot more. So as their offense goes and puts in however many more plays they do during a game, we just need to be on top of things and move forward. And as we drive down to Cody, we just need to have our head straight, and we need to be able to do our own jobs, not everyone else's jobs. And I think it should be really good. I think we're in a good spot.
You're well aware of the rivalry between Star Valley and Cody over the last couple of years. Has that increased the intensity this week in practice, or has it been just another week for you guys?
It's definitely not just another week, but we get out there and we realize that it's going to be one of those games that we need to have our minds correctly, not just go into it thinking we can just push whoever around. That we need to have our minds correctly, and everyone needs to be absolutely ready and just know what we're doing.
Bailey, it's been fun to watch your role develop over the course of the season. Special teams, those jet sweeps kind of around the outside. What's it been like for you to integrate yourself into this into the play calling this year?
It's awesome being able to kind of see the past people that have done it and know how to rep it, and go in and just put my speed in and be able to just not a whole lot of offense, but be able to get out there, listen to the play calls, see how the plays develop, know how the plays work, and it's also getting out there and being able to run the ball.
Bailey Colgren, our Star Valley Disposal Royal Flush Septic Senior Spotlight. All right, Bailey, what about outside of football? Do you play any other sports, and what are your other hobbies?
My other sports is in the spring, I play soccer. I've played it since freshman year. Other than that, it's just my hobbies. In the winter, I'm snowmobiling and snowboarding usually. And rather than that, just working.
Perfect. What are your favorite and least favorite classes in school right now?
Oh, my favorite class is probably got to be team sports. Just get in there, hang out with everyone, and be able to play some sports. And my least favorite, I think is the only hard class I have right now, would be English.
Bailey, how about your favorite movie?
Ooh, my favorite movie. It'd probably have to be maybe The Maze Runner. I like that movie a lot. It's just, or any war movie really either. I like those war movies and just the excitement and the action that takes place. And yeah, probably.
Cool. Let's see, what about your plans after high school? You got that figured out, or are you still working on those?
Still working on it a little bit. Thinking about a mission, but possibly just either a mission or just go straight into just working. Start working my life away, I guess.
Perfect. Bailey Colgren, again, our Star Valley Disposal Royal Flush Septic Senior Spotlight. Bailey, thanks for your time. Good luck.
Did you know you can manage your healthcare from anywhere? Whether you're at home, work, or on the go, our free MyChart patient portal makes it super simple to stay in the know and connected. You can request and manage appointments, renew your prescriptions, and view your test results. You can also message your care team right from MyChart. It's your healthcare all in one powerful patient portal. To sign up and get started, go to starvalleyhealth.org.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy. Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Hello. Using tracking skills I've acquired pretending to be a national park ranger, I'm going to locate a customer of Rocky Mountain Yeti. Thanks to Rocky Mountain Yeti, these people are having their very first adventure.
We actually do this all the time.
Thanks to Rocky Mountain Yeti, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
I'm Duke Dance, and when I take out the garbage, I bag it.
I'm David Kazare, and when I take out the trash, I bag it.
I'm Dal Erickson, and when I take out my trash, I bag it.
Star Valley Disposal appreciates all their customers, especially those that bag their garbage. Remember that even with just a little wind, loose trash can be sent flying all over the place. Visit starvalleydisposal.com.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network, this is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff.
Live from Cody High School, it's Braves and Bronx football on the SVI Sports Network. Swift 98 and SVI Media. Duke Dance, Dal Erickson here with you at Cody High School, looking over this great field and great facility where the undefeated Cody Bronx are playing host to the Star Valley Braves. Lone loss for the Braves coming against the Sugar Salem Digger team out of eastern Idaho. Dal, that was a team that's been a perennial powerhouse in the Idaho standings, and so it was that loss that pushed Star Valley to the second number 2 team in the rankings and put Cody up to number 1. But tonight we'll find out exactly what's what.
Well, and you also find out where the non-conference and all that, at least potentially, kind of lands. The Braves try and schedule hard Idaho or Utah non-conference teams to try and test the team early. So far, or this year, they went 2-1 against those teams with that loss against Sugar Salem. And, all you can do is just set things up. That doesn't necessarily prove or disprove anything today, but at least today's the day you kind of find out if that did what you hoped it would do.
Let's take a look at our Crimson Corner as part of our kickoff countdown to kickoff coverage. Crimson Corner presented by the University of Wyoming.
Well, the cross-country team running yesterday at the Bob Conley Invite in Pocatello. The Braves finishing second overall. Jace Burton leading the way with a third-place finish. Peter Lorch was 6th. The Lady Braves finishing 12th, so congratulations to them. Regional cross-country is next weekend in Jackson. A shout-out to the marching band. They are competing at Madison High School tomorrow. And as we pointed out last week, there will be judges. I don't know that they're going to be part of the competition, but they get to compete and at least get the experience of it as they look forward to competing in Wyoming State competition. Volleyball, they are currently getting ready to serve it up at Rock Springs. Our friend Josh Fraser is on the road, and there's a watch link at SVInews.com if you'd like to watch that. And, of course, don't forget about Pink Night coming up versus Jackson next Thursday. That's on October 12th. Plan to be at the main gymnasium and contribute to a great cause, Pink Night and breast cancer awareness, and also helping out a couple of area people as they are in that battle themselves. That's a look at your Crimson Corner.
It's presented by the University of Wyoming. Uncover the reason behind UW excellence and explore what makes the University of Wyoming so great. Visit uwyo.edu to learn more. Now, how about the check of some games of interest around the state? Here's your roundup with Sunrise Engineering.
Well, first off in 4A, you got a couple of big matchups. You got number 4 Campbell County at number 3 Natrona this evening. Number 5 Thunder Basins traveling to Laramie. Cheyenne South at Rock Springs. Cheyenne East is at Central, and then Kelly Walls at Sheridan. Of course, this is the big one throughout the state, I think. The Braves at Cody. That one kicks off here in about 15 minutes. You look at some of the other matchups in 3A. Kind of interested to see what happens with Evanston and Powell. That's just down the road a piece here in Park County. Green River at Jackson. Lander at Rawlins. Warland is at Buffalo. Looking at the 2A ranks, that Tongue River game has already gone final. Tongue River winning big in that one, 42-7. Lovell and Mountain View there at halftime. Mountain View with a 1-point lead, 13-12. You've also got a 7-0 score in favor of Cokeville at Rich County. The rest of those games are upcoming. That's a look at your roundup, brought to you by Sunrise Engineering.
Creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. That is sunrise-eng.com. It's all part of your First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. Star Valley on the road tonight to take on the Cody Bronx in another showdown between these two top programs in the 3A class. When we come back, we'll recap this great rivalry, and we'll look around the state of Wyoming a little more with Jake Hibbard and the update from the Hibbard studio. That's on the way next on the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff.
Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine is proud to be a large part of the Star Valley community. The mine supports local families with jobs and opportunities. Smoky Canyon Mine is a major supporter of community projects. Not to mention the phosphate ore that comes from the mine helps farmers and ranchers around the nation put high-quality products on your kitchen table. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, bringing Earth's resources to life. To learn more, visit simplot.com.
B&H Auto is your local source for all your auto maintenance needs. Oil changes, brakes, shocks, tires, and even mechanical repairs such as transmissions and other engine problems. Located on the north end of Afton, that's B&H Auto, service you can ride on. Plan your next vacation to scenic Star Valley, Wyoming with a luxurious day at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Enjoy your own comfortable cabin with a soaking tub and top amenities. A hot complimentary breakfast is always included. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
It's almost game time. This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff on the SVI Sports Network.
A great day for high school football in Wyoming. Live from Cody High School in Cody, Park County, the Bronx setting to take on the visiting Star Valley Braves. Live on the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. Your home for totally free checking, where free really does mean free. Visit gofirstbank.com. Now, as we mentioned earlier on in the pregame coverage today, it's been Star Valley and Cody for the last 9 years as far as who's won that state title game. Let's recap this rivalry with the help of Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Well, the first game between these two programs, you go back to 1957. Overall, the Braves lead the series 26-13. As I pointed out earlier this morning on First Bank Sports Friday, the road team does better in this series historically. And as you look at this, here in Cody, the Braves actually lead it 13-5. The last time these two teams played, of course, was in Laramie. Back in November of 2022, the Braves won the state championship 14-7 over the Cody Bronx. The programs are 1-1 against each other in title game history. One on a neutral field, as we saw last year. Cody also defeating Star Valley on their field back in 1991. Looking at some of the trends, the Braves snapped a 3-game Cody win streak in this series with that win at state, and this is the 40th meeting overall between these two teams. That's a look at your rivalry, brought to you by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Bringing Earth's resources to life. Visit Simplot.com. That is Simplot.com. Braves on the field warming up. Cody Bronx in their locker room right now, ready to take their home field. In the meantime, let's take a look around what's happening in the state of Wyoming. From the Hibbert Studios, Jake with a 3A West snapshot. Jake, how are you tonight?
Well, it's Friday. I'm doing great. Another week of Wyoming football. And Duke, Dal, I know you got it covered with about everything you need to know about this week's game of the week, Star Valley and Cody. But once again, I can't help but weigh in and add this. As here we are again, Star Valley, fresh off of another big test. And folks, your Star Valley program's looking like it's becoming pretty battle-tested. And then there's Cody. Last week, another blowout. Yeah, so what? Another week, another blowout for Cody. I guess the question really is, how much will being battle-tested versus being on-tested matter in tonight's game? And I think the answer is it'll matter about as far as Star Valley's defense can contain the run. You know what I think the best thing Star Valley can hear today as a defense? First down, Cody. Huh? No, seriously. Listen to this. Cody has 27 touchdowns this year and just 13 first downs. If I hear first down Cody, it means Star Valley, like it or not, is having more success than anyone else has this year in stopping the offense. Now on to the other matchups. We got Evanston and Powell this week. And folks, I think Evanston is a top 5 team. But will they be able to stay healthy? That's against Powell. That's always the question. Also, question 2, will they be able to put up some points? Because I think a lot of people have this pegged as another blowout, but I'm very intrigued to see if the Red Devils can maybe, just maybe, keep it close. Now, finally, we've got Green River at Jackson tonight. And yeah, Green River, super young. They've taken their lumps. They've got a freshman quarterback. But I think Jackson, probably runs away with the throw game here tonight. Take a look at this pass going way back to week 1 and week 2. Jackson can air it out, and I think that's the difference in the game tonight. I think there's a potential, folks, that in a couple of years, 2, maybe 3, Green River is on a sorts of a revenge tour. But that's not happening right now. They're in the midst of it. And I think Jackson comes away with a much-needed home win in conference. That's it for me. I'll see you guys as this matchup, it's a good one. Cody, Star Valley. Enough said.
Enough said. Nicely done again from the Hibbard studio. That is Jake Hibbard, and always nugget after nugget after nugget. Can you believe
that is insane?
Twice as many touchdowns as first downs for the Cody Bronx on the season.
Talk about unearthing a gem right there out of the stat sheet. That's mind-blowing, and it shows you how explosive this Cody team can be. We already knew that they're super fast. If you go back to the track season, they've got some of the fastest kids in the state of Wyoming, and they all come out for football. So, yeah, they've definitely got speed to burn, but I had not heard that stat before. Wow.
It's all part of the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. Braves and the Cody Bronx on the SVI Sports Network. A quick break here of 2 minutes, and when we come back, we'll have your keys to the game, the national anthem, your starters. We'll also check in with Bridger Wolfley down on the sideline tonight and get his thoughts from the coaches in this matchup, McFadden and Young, two of the top coaches in the state of Wyoming. It's all part of the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kick off on the SVI Sports Network.
Hey, this is Duke and Dal, and recently we decided to do a little less broadcasting and a little more banking.
We even made our own logos.
The Bank of Duke and Dal of Wyoming is open for business. Ooh, we already got a phone call. Nice. Bank of Duke and Dal of Wyoming. You want to make a deposit? Yeah, we'll take your money.
As you can see, our customer satisfaction is on the rebound.
Bank of Duke and Dal, how can I help you? Oh, you want to make a withdrawal? No, that money's gone. Who do you think we are? First Bank of Wyoming? Jeez.
Hey, Braves fans, now you can follow your favorite players during the... Stop by the showroom located half a block south of the Elkhorn Arch and take advantage of carpet, pad, and labor for only $2.99 per square foot. LVP is also on sale with the product available for $2.99 per square foot. Battleson Brothers also has carpet remnants available. That's Battleson Brothers Carpet 1 Floor and Home, open in Afton, just south of the Arch.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
On behalf of the Bank of Star Valley, it's my pleasure to congratulate and introduce this week's Star Valley Braves Man of the Week, Tristan Hilton. Way to go, Tristan.
Tristan Hilton, son of Mark and Lacey Hilton, Sr., Osmond, Wyoming.
Everybody up really close to the line of scrimmage this time. Quarterback sneak up the middle. That should be a touchdown.
It's almost game time. This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff on the SVI Sports Network.
Live from Cody High School, it is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. Week 7 in Wyoming high school football, if you count the 0 week. And so that's up and coming and on the way this morning. National anthem in just a few as well. But let's first take a look at our records watch in this game. And that's presented by the Bank of Jackson Hole.
Looking at the records watch, Jesse Levitt currently needs 7 rushing yards to pass Gary Dable, 1956. These are some kind of cool little nuggets for you. Former players that are on the rushing list. As you can see, if he has a good game today, he could pass some guys like Russell Lee, Lee Schwab, Kim Luthi. Those are all at least in the running here today for Jesse Levitt. He'll have to do it against a tough Cody defense, but that's a look at your records watch here, brought to you by the Bank of Jackson Hole.
Invested in our community. Local banking means local investments. Visit bankofjacksonhole.com. That is bankofjacksonhole.com. Let's head it down to the field for the national anthem, made possible in our broadcast by Wyoming Minuteman Supply in Thane.
Am I on? I'm not going on.
let's meet today's starters. Brought to you by Mountain Star Products in Afton.
Tristan Hilton, son of Mark and Lacey Hilton, Sr., Osmond, Wyoming.
Jesse Levitt, son of Brett and Kendra Levitt, Sr., Afton, Wyoming.
Wyatt Wilkes, son of Cody and Andy Wilkes, Sr., Afton.
Simon Gaskell, son of Amy and David Gaskell, Sr., Afton.
Bryson Neild, son of David and Jennifer McGee, Jr., Afton.
Kenyon Hurd, son of Ryan and Jamie Hurd, Sr., Thane.
Jesse Gibson, son of Don and Laura Gibson, Sr., Etna, Wyoming.
Clay Merritt, son of Brooke and Kelly Merritt, Sr., Grover.
Garrett Carlson, son of Earl and Sarah Carlson, Jr., Fairview, Wyoming.
Ryan Talbot, son of Todd and Ashley Larson, sophomore, Afton.
Cooper Big Country Lawson, son of Heath and Heidi Lawson, Jr., Afton, Wyoming.
Grant Thompson, son of Kyle and Aaron Thompson, Jr., Fairview.
Prescott Veeks, 2400 Vigal, son of Micah and Melissa Vigal, Jr., Auburn, Wyoming.
Riley Erickson, son of Jared Erickson, Jr., Thane. Porter Merritt, son of Haley and Tyson Merritt, Sr., Thane.
Cash Lancaster, son of Aaron and Anna Lancaster, Sr., Smoot.
Lane Wibblehouse, son of Holly and Neil Wibblehouse, Sr., Alpine.
Jaden Crook, son of Terry and Amber Crook, Sr., Edna.
It's almost game time. This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff on the SVI Sports Network.
Afton, Star Valley at Cody tonight in 3A West football. Let's set it down to the field. Bridger Wolfley has our Miles CPA sideline report. Bridger, take it away.
Okay, welcome back, Brave fans, to another night of Star Valley football. We are here on the Cody field with the Cody Broncs, watching them go against your Star Valley Braves tonight to see who is going to take home the win and take that step closer to the playoffs and the state championship. I took some time before the game to talk to Coach McKay Young and Coach Matt McFadden of the Cody Braves and asked them both what their game plan is for tonight, and they gave me the exact same answer. Be the more physical team, making sure that they're sustaining those drives when it comes to the offense, getting through the defense, and scoring those touchdowns. Both teams are excited to get head-to-head tonight on the field and can't wait to see who's going to take the W. I'm your Miles CPA sideline broadcaster, Bridger Wolfley, and we'll be back for your halftime and post-game interviews later tonight, so make sure to stay tuned. Back up to you, Duke.
Thank you, Bridger, with the Miles CPA sideline report located in Afton and in Alpine. Just about ready to kick off this game. Your keys to the game presented by Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton.
Well, one, we've talked about the Cody speed. The Braves got to try and slow them down and limit the big plays. If you remember last year in Afton, Cody had huge plays against the Braves. Limit those big plays. That's key number two. No turnovers tonight. And I think the Braves are going to need to find the end zone at least 3 times today if they want to beat this Cody squad. That's a look at your Rocky Mountain Yeti keys to the game.
Legend driven, located in Afton and at RockyMountainYeti.group. That's it for our countdown to kickoff coverage. Here's Christoph Bueller to kick off for the Braves. To the north, Star Valley in white, and of course the home Cody Broncs in their blue and gold tonight as well. Back to return is Luke Moulton and AJ Bostert. And that's going to be back to return. It's going to be a short kick on the bounce. It's going to be fielded by Moulton. He's at the 2, quickly to the 5 and 10, and breaks one tackle up to the 15 and pushes his way up to the 20-yard line where he is brought down near the 20. So 1st and 10 for the Cody offense. And as we've talked about, this could be the matchup that determines the game. How does Star Valley's defense hold up against this Bronc scoring attack?
Well, and who's going to carry the ball? I mean, that's sort of a trick with Cody. They have a lot of guys who can carry it. Grady McCartan tonight, Luke Moulton, Owen Peterson, of course, the quarterback, Maddox Ball. We remember him from the state championship game. They're all going to tote the rock tonight.
McCartan in the backfield with Ball in the shotgun. A quick handoff to McCartan. He's right up the middle and breaks through the initial attack and then stood up by the second level and the third level for a gain of about 5 yards on 1st down.
So far, so good there. It was a pretty good initial surge there by the Cody offensive line. Looks like the Braves kind of answered it a little late, but if you're Cody, you got to like that initial push, and they're right back out there for play number 2.
McCartan again to the right side of Maddox Ball in the shotgun. Ball will throw a screen out left side. Caught, nice block, and the 1st down, or at least near the 1st down. Open field tackle made by Jaden Crook out in space, and it is a 1st down for the Cody Broncs.
Jacob Ball with that catch to move the chains.
Maddox in the shotgun, 2 receivers to his right. Cody goes fast, no huddle offense, hand off again to McCartan, and he's ahead for just a couple of yards on first down. And that's one thing we've become accustomed to with Cody football under Coach McFadden. They are fast on offense.
They like to pile up the plays.
Here's a second down throw. A curl route is dropped. It was out to AJ, and he can't haul it in, so it's going to be 3rd and about 7 now for the Bronx.
Yeah, it looked like AJ Boustert was the intended receiver for that. So first 3rd down of the drive, and it's 3rd and long.
Here's a play action. Throw, slant, caught, and just enough for the first down.
Looked like number 1 caught that, Trey Smith.
Another first down, that one coming on 3rd and long for the Cody Bronx. Quickly back to the line. This time they go deep down the sideline. Hit as he throws. The ball's up in the air, wobbly and out of bounds. That was a duck up in the air. He was trying to hit Jarrett down the right sideline, but it sails out of bounds.
You know, Duke, you and I were talking about this on the drive out here, which was absolutely picture-perfect gorgeous, by the way. This Star Valley secondary has been really quite good. I'm anxious to see how they match up against this Bronx receiving core.
From their own 44-yard line, here's a quarterback keeper up the middle. He's hit, and ball keeps his feet churning for a gain of about 3. Forward progress, maybe 4. With 10:33 to play in the opening quarter.
Saw Grant Thompson, number 31, in there. And, yeah, you're going to have to grab Maddox's ball, and you're going to have to wrestle him down.
Here's another 3rd down for the Bronx. 3rd and 6 to go. Ball will throw again. Another short route, and he overthrew his intended target. Tried to hit Connor Moss, the tight end, and couldn't connect.
And he had him, Duke. Just that required a little more touch than that pass had. I think Moss would have picked up the first down easily, but he would have needed a stepladder to bring it down.
The Braves defense wins the battle on the opening drive of the game, and out comes the punt unit from their own 48-yard line on 4th and 6 for the Cody Bronx. 10:19 to go in the first quarter. Nice snap, clean kick from Maddox. Ball is going to be a wobbly end over end, and it will bounce in front of Jaden Crook. He will not pick it up, and it will get a nice Cody roll all the way down inside the 10. So a great punt for Maddox ball for the Bronx and pushes Star Valley inside their 10 for their first drive.
Well, if Cody only had 13 first downs, I can only guess how many punts they had in the first 6 games. I can't imagine it was more than that. I'm assuming it's single digits. So if you're the Braves defense, you got to feel pretty good about forcing the punt, but now you got a big, long field in front of you, and you need to execute here inside your own 10. You cannot afford to make any mistakes against what has traditionally been a very opportunistic defense.
Now, all season long, we've seen Tristan Hilton, the senior, get the start for at least one play, but tonight it's the junior, number 4, Smith McClure, to take the first snap of the offense in a bunch set tight to the right side. Here's a handoff to Levitt. He's able to get only a yard off the right side in the bunch set.
And I would imagine we're going to see quite a bit of Tristan Hilton tonight. It's just, you know, you kind of pare it down, and each guys have their own merits and strengths. And I think if you're just talking passing the pigskin, Smith is probably that guy.
Wide receiver Bryson Ildseb's into the game. He'll flank out wide left. Smith remains in the shotgun on a 2nd and 9 from the Star Valley 10-yard line. Smith takes the snap, play action, throws to the outside flat, caught by Weeblehouse, and knifes his way ahead for a first down across the 20-yard line and moves the chains on a Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down on the pitch and catch.
Gained about 11 yards there for Lane. You know, it's kind of been interesting. Lane, we haven't heard much of him on offense, but he's certainly capable. I wonder if we're going to hear a bunch about him tonight.
Pistol set with Smith McClure in the shotgun. Now Levitt to his left hip. Here's another throw in the flat. This one's caught by Cash Lancaster. He's tackled shy of the 30 on a kind of a slant stop, kind of a curl, if you will, and it will be a gain of about 7 maybe on first down.
Not a terrific pass there from McClure. Cash goes and nabs it, obviously, but that's one of those passes that if it's out in front of him, Duke, you have a chance for Cash to do something with it, although now that I look at it, looked like Connor Moss was right there. Maybe that was exactly where the ball needed to go.
It's going to be a gain of 6. Here's the 2nd and 4. Smith again in the shotgun set. McClure will throw. No, he's going to roll to his right and tuck it and run. Quarterback keeper on the edge, and he cannot get the edge. The Cody defense is there. That might have been a loss of a little bit on the play.
He lost a yard. I don't know if somebody got his shoestring or a field gremlin. Somebody got him, though.
They'll say he did get back to the line of scrimmage, and it'll still remain 3rd and 4.
Smith he's a speedy guy. He had 117 yards last week from the quarterback position against the Powell Panthers, but big third down here.
Double tight ends left side, bunch set, 3rd down and 4 to go. And the officials will come in. Looks like a timeout on the field. 8:12 to play in the first. Back in 60 on SVI.
Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine is proud to be a large part of the Star Valley community. The mine supports local families with jobs and opportunities. Smoky Canyon Mine is a major supporter of community projects. Not to mention the phosphate ore that comes from the mine helps farmers and ranchers.
Here's the third down play, a play-action quarterback keeper to Smith McClure, and he knifes his way ahead really close to the first down. Smith McClure says he has it. This one is really close.
I think it's kind of a tough angle for us, but I think maybe he's got it by about a half a yard.
They do move the chain, so a Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down and a quarterback keeper for McClure. Braves right back to the line of scrimmage. They'll spot the ball on the Star Valley 32-yard line. Opening drive of the game for the Braves. Just under 8 minutes remains in the first quarter, still scoreless. The Braves defense forced a Cody punt on their first possession. McClure throws, caught on the flat by Bryson Nild. Tries to go up the sideline. He's bumped out of bounds near the first down, so a gain of 9, maybe 10.
Bryson's one of those kids that really could have a huge game today. I think based on his skill set and the fact that he and Smith seem to have a good rapport, he could have 100 yards plus today.
Nield and Lancaster flanked wide to the left, 2 receivers and a tight end up top to the right. Empty backfield and a spread offensive play. Quarterback keeper for Smith. This time he's hit at the line of scrimmage, wrapped up and nowhere to go. He only needed half a yard though, 2nd and less than 1, and it's really close to enough to move the chains.
I think he got just enough. Grady McCartan was right there to meet him. He needed about a half a yard, and I think that's about all he got.
They're going to call in the white hat to look at this and see if they need to measure. It is a first down. He says, move the chains. A Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down. Smith McClure is out, and here's Tristan Hilton to take his first snap of the game at quarterback. He'll be under center with an I formation set up behind him. Jesse Levitt, the tailback, and
we have a timeout called here by Coach McFadden prior to the snap.
Okay, we'll take the timeout. 1st and 10 when we return on SVI. A staycation with a cozy cabin getaway at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton. Get the locals discount by using promo code SVI Local. Every cabin has its own oversized soaking tub, big screen TV, fireplace, and includes free breakfast. Or upgrade to the cozy couples cabin with your own jetted jacuzzi tub. Find luxury right here with a staycation at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Use promo code SVI Local for the locals only discount.
Live coverage of Braves football continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
Coming out of the timeout taken by the Cody Broncs, it is 1st and 10 for Star Valley. Ball spotted on their own 42-yard line. They brought Tristan Hilton out to play quarterback, and that was before the timeout. Looks like he'll stay in.
And Tristan is a capable passer. We've seen that. In fact, he had a beauty of a game passing the ball back against Preston, as I recall.
So here's the I formation. Levitt dots the I's, the tailback. Turn, play action. He'll throw left sideline going deep to Nill. Man-to-man coverage. Nill goes up and caught it off the bat.
Wow.
He jumbled it, bobbled it, and caught it down the sideline and brought down inside the 20. It was great coverage downfield, but Bryson Nill just went up to get it.
Well, that was one of those, you're my senior, you're 6'4", I'm throwing it up here, go get it. And that's exactly what he did. Watch him come down with this. He adjusted. He tree tops it, bobbles it, but comes down with it for a gain of, 39 yards.
Braves now inside the Riverside Dental Crimson Zone on their opening drive of the game. Cody had to punt on their first drive, and now Braves are threatening with 7:13 to go in the first quarter. Back into the game is Smith McClure. Trips to his left side, one wide to the right. He looks left, back now, center field, man in the end zone, and caught in the end zone. Did he hold? No, he dropped it. It was out there for Simon Gaskell. A beautifully dropped in pass from Smith. Gaskell couldn't quite haul it in over his shoulder.
Kind of smacking himself on top of the helmet. He felt like he should have had that, but you got the play you wanted and you got the pass you wanted, just couldn't reel it in. You know, Duke, players make it seem so doggone easy from up here, but that's a tough play to make. We'll see if he can get it next time.
Tristan Hilton back into the game. He's looking at a 2nd and 10 from the Cody 18-yard line. Coming in late is Grant Thompson. He'll set up as the fullback of the I formation. Jesse Levitt, the tailback. Tristan looks to the sideline before taking the snap. Clock sitting right at 7 minutes right now. Still first quarter. Tristan will redirect his offense, bring Lane Wiebelhaus in to play tight end. Man in motion. Here's a handoff to Levitt. Looks for the outside and can't get it. He's wrapped up and ridden down by Trey Schroeder of the Cody Bronc defense, and that's going to be a short gain on 2nd and 10.
That was a really nice tackle by Trey Schroeder because the Braves got the matchup they wanted. Wiebelhaus crashed in and got the seal, but Schroeder fought through his block, and basically what they were hoping was going to be a 6 or 7 yard gain ends up being 2.
Tristan Hilton will sub out. Smith McClure will come back in. Here's another big 3rd down inside the red zone. 3rd and 8. McClure will be in the shotgun. Jesse Levitt to his right side hip, Bunch to the left side. Here's a turn, play action. McClure rolls to his right, looking for Gaskell, but he's covered. Now goes into the end zone and does find Gaskell, actually. He bobbled it. Did he catch it? Officials on the sideline, they say hauled it in.
Wow.
Simon Gaskell with a beauty of a catch to put Star Valley inside the 10 for 1st and goal.
He had one slip through his fingers in the end zone. This one was a much more difficult catch, I think. And then look at Smith. Finds Simon. That is a whale of a catch by Simon Gaskell.
Star Valley with the Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton 1st down. Now at the Cody 6-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Braves. I formation again. Turn. Pitch backwards to Levitt. Looks for that goal line. Gets stood up just shy. There is a flag on the play and a second flag on the play. 2 come in. He was stopped shy of the goal line inside the 2.
You know, Duke, I'm not speculating here, but a call that happened a couple times against Powell last week. The Braves were called for a chop block a couple of times, and I wonder if that has happened here.
Officials are standing where the ball was spotted at roughly the 2-yard line, and they're discussing 2 flags that were thrown. Clock is stopped at 6 minutes, 11 seconds to go. And here's the call from the official. He is going to say personal foul. Face mask. On the defense. And so that's going to be
half the distance. That puts you basically inside the 1.
Yeah. He was tackled at the 2, so you're getting right down there. And that was a personal foul variety, Dow, so it's an automatic 1st down as well, if I'm understanding that correctly.
Yes.
So it's 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
This is a 91-yard drive. The Braves have got 90. They need 1 more.
They go bunch set formation. Grant Thompson, turn, handoff, looking, touchdown. The Braves do get in on their opening drive of the game, and Star Valley on the road takes a 6-0 lead.
It's like Tristan Hilton. Boy, he's been doing that for 3 years. Came in as a sophomore, kind of established himself as that goal line quarterback, and he punches in another one.
He's really done such a good job with those quarterback sneaks. And
he's a horse. He's a big kid, and he's a rodeo kid. He doesn't care about the contact.
Tip your hat to those offensive linemen. Get him a good push. Here's Christoph Bueller for the ensuing PAT. Hold, snap, kick is good. Braves 7, Bronx 0 on the SVI Sports Network.
We at Miles CPA love cheering on our Star Valley Braves in all their activities, from the performing arts to music, speech and debate, vocational clubs, athletics, and all other activities in which our local students participate. In fact, JR at Miles CPA was once a Skills USA leader himself.
This is JR with Miles CPA from both the Afton and Alpine offices. We wish the Braves success this school year in their academics, athletics, and activities. Be the best you that you can be. Go Braves.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive. It's gorgeous, and I get what I want.
I take my Caribou Ford to the Oregon Trail golf course. You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I can check out inventory online before I go. Now that's service.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? Satisfaction.
We're Caribou Ford with top awards in the region for customer satisfaction because we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
Down at the creek, Swift Creek Trading, that is.
It's not
touchback.
And soon the end zone from Christoph Bueller. That will be a touchback as the Braves go 91 yards down the field to score on their opening drive. Jake Hibbard with an update on Mountain View level. Jake, what do you got?
Well, it's another week, another field goal for Landon Solis. This one, you see that at the 40? A 50-yarder to put Mountain View up 16-12. Holy smokes. Fourth quarter of Mountain View, they lead by 4. Back to you.
Has Wyoming got prep high school kickers to burn or what?
Yeah, that's a fantastic 50-yarder. There was a 61-yarder earlier in the season out of Cheyenne. Here's a quick out throw by the Cody Bronx on first down. I believe that was short, skipped off the turf, and it did, incomplete. So Cody, who had to punt on their first drive of the game, looking at a 2nd and 10 from their own 20.
A pass intended for Jace Jarrett. Here comes Maddox ball again.
He's in the shotgun. McCartan almost motioned out. Now he comes back to the left side hip. Ball takes a snap, hands off to McCartan. Comes right off center. Defense stacks him up. Just a 1 or 2 yard gain, and the Bronx looking at a 3rd down and 8 now.
Simon Gaskell right in there, as well as Clay Merritt.
They do give him just 2 yards up to their own 22-yard line. 3rd and 8 here for the home Cody Bronx.
Bronx 1 of 2 on 3rd.
Ball will throw. Hits the screen to his running back, McCartan. He's hit hard and will be brought down by Grant Thompson, who flew over from his linebacker position, and it's going to be 4th down. And how about Star Valley forcing a 3 and out against the Cody offense?
Yeah, he didn't get anything on that.
Back-to-back punts for the Bronx to open the game.
Well, and they got a heck of a punt last time. Let's see if they can get something similar. Otherwise, Star Valley looking at pretty good field position here. I think the Braves are going to be forced to call a timeout here. Their players were still running off the field.
We'll take the timeout. It's 5:06 to go in the opening quarter. Star Valley up 7-0 with a punt from the Bronx on the way, back in 30 on SBI.
Down at the creek, Swift Creek Trading, that is.
It's not about selling hats, boots, and jeans.
It's about giving back to our Valley's youth and keeping our heritage and traditions alive.
When you shop at Swift Creek Trading, you help us sustain agriculture.
You help us perform. You help us compete. You help us brand our own businesses.
So come on down to the creek.
Swift Creek Trading, that is.
Where your purchase supports us.
Where your purchase supports us.
Out Jaden Crook and Bailey Calgren back to return the punt here from the Bronx. It's a 4th down and 8 from the 22-yard line of Cody. Ball will kick it away. He's going to angle over to Jaden Crook. He'll catch it at the 45. Has a return up to the 50. A block up to the 45. Crook to the sideline. And a big return by Jaden all the way to the 30 before he steps out of bounds. 1st and 10 for the Star Valley Braves inside the Cody 30.
I'll tell you what, that is, I'm not saying that Jaden hasn't been fast, but that looked like he had another gear right there. He was moving.
Great start to this game for Star Valley Braves fans. It's 1st and 10 for Star Valley. They're up by 7 right now, 7-0. 4:55 to go in the opening quarter, and Star Valley has the ball 1st and 10 from the 30.
Well, they had 91 yards to go on their first possession. This time they have 30. We'll see if they can end up in the same place.
Smith McClure will take the snap in the shotgun. He'll set up the draw to Crook. Jaden gets a block up the middle, has some room, cuts across the 20. He will be wrapped up and brought down. I think forward progress gives him the 20, so really close to a 1st down on the draw play.
That delayed draw that has gained so many yards for Coach Young over the years. I think that's going to be a first.
They do mark it a Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton 1st down with the ball now at the 20. So back inside the Riverside Dental Crimson Zone on back-to-back possessions for the Braves to open the game.
That's the longest rush of the quarter for the Braves thus far, 10 yards.
4:25 to go in this quarter, still first quarter. Here's a handoff to Levitt, comes right side, has a hole, and Levitt is inside the 15. And Jesse close to a 1st down. He'll get about 9 yards.
Tell you what, Duke, that was a nice fake by Smith McClure. I was starting to tell you, no, Smith has it. He didn't.
We've been on that fake a number of times this year. Here's the second one. Hand off to Jesse. Left side hit, but falls across the 10 to set up another Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down. It's first and goal from the Braves from just inside the 10.
You know, Duke, I love that teams are innovative on offense and they do their thing, but I am still old school when it comes to short down yardage. I love seeing hand it to your guy and get the dang first down. I love that.
Here's Tristan Hilton under center. He'll motion Levitt out of the backfield, and there's going to be a timeout taken by Coach Young. We'll take a timeout as well. First to go from the 9 for the Braves on the SBI Sports Network.
Here's Duke Dance, Al Erickson, and the SVI Sports Crew with more live coverage of Braves football.
Threatening inside the Riverside Dental Crimson Zone once again. It's going to be first and goal from the 9. Jesse Levitt just came out of the game. Looks like Jaden Crook will come in and replace him in the backfield.
Not going to speculate, Duke, but he looked like maybe he maybe took a shot at the midsection. They're going to do something a little different with the lineup.
I formation. Grant Thompson, the fullback. Jaden Crook, the tailback. Hilton under center. Turn. Here's a misdirection handoff to Wilkes. Bounces across the grain. Dives inside the 5, and he's short of the goal line, but close on the counter play to Wiley Wilkes.
About 8 yards there for Wiley. Wiley is a big, strong, athletic kid, and sometimes you forget that he's there, and then boom. You know, you go back a few weeks ago, Duke, he led the team in all-purpose yardage. Had almost 120 total yards. I don't even know that he carried it last week.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line. Everyone up close. Hilton again, the quarterback sneak, gets a good push, and it looks like he's in again. He is. Another touchdown from short yards. Tristan Hilton, his second rushing touchdown of the game, and the Braves go 2 for 2 on their drives. And a quiet Cody crowd here with Star Valley up 13-0.
Couldn't ask for a better start if you're Star Valley here. You move on a long, sustained drive. Your defense forces a 3 and out, and then you capitalize on a short field after a nice return. That's about as good as you can write it up.
Christoph Bueller hit his first PAT of the game. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Second PAT almost blocked, and he just got it inside the upright. 14-0 Braves on SVI.
The roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the pedal to our metal. The sparks that ignite us, the pistons that push us, the passions that drive us. From the feelings that move us to the places that pull us, on the roads that unite us. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to be the fuel that keeps you firing on all cylinders.
It's the SVI Sports Network with Duke and Dow and live coverage of Star Valley football.
A good punt return from Jaden Crook sets up a short field for the Braves. They capitalize. Another short yard touchdown run for Tristan Hilton, and Star Valley's up 14-0, and another touchback on the ensuing kickoff from Christoph. And with 3:01 to go, Dal, it's 14-0 Braves here in the first quarter.
Well, in the first 9 minutes of game action, you couldn't ask for anything better. If you're the Braves, your offense has done exactly what you wanted them to do. Your defense has forced 2 punts. Your special teams has shortened the field, and you've controlled the ball for the majority of this first quarter. Still a ton of time left, but terrific start for Star Valley.
Cody offense really hoping to get some things put together here. They did pick up a couple of first downs on their opening drive. but they've had to punt back-to-back times to open up this game.
And this is an explosive team. They can score a touchdown in about 10 seconds.
That they can. Maddox ball again in the shotgun. Misdirection. Play action, actually. Throw out to the flat to McCartan. Caught, but just a short gain on the first down wide receiver screen. They'll give him actually up to about the 25, so a 5-yard gain. No huddle offense continues here for the Broncs. Ball will throw again. And a curl route, but the pass too quick and some miscommunication. Hatch and McCartan both in the area. Actually, Hatch and Baustert both in the area, and neither of them were able to haul it in.
Yeah, you can see they're talking right there, trying to decide whose ball that was, but they're going to try and quickly move on from it. Now it's third down. The Broncs 1 of 3 on third down here in this first quarter.
Braves defense looking for back-to-back 3-and-outs on this third down play. Ball will throw. Curl route. It's caught for a first down by Hatch, and he's up to the 40 to move the chains. He's bumped out of bounds there. And the Bronc offense does stay on the field. They'll be up to their own 41-yard line.
That's a nice play there. Gain of, looks like 11 yards.
Back to the line of scrimmage quickly. Here's a play action again to the right sideline, and again a curl route deep from Hatch, and he's pushed out of bounds inside Braves territory to about the 36, 37 yard, 46 or 47, and a new first down for the Broncs.
And that one's a bit longer. That one's more like 13 yards.
No huddle offense continues for Cody. Really looking for points here in this first quarter. Hand off to McCartan, and he is stood up. Does get positive yards across the 45. They'll give him 3 yards to the 44. 2nd and 7. Broncs with a little life on this drive. Down by 14, and another timeout taken, this time by Star Valley. A lot of timeouts here in the first quarter. We'll be back after this on SVI.
Live coverage of Braves football continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
Cody Broncs have strung a couple of first downs together here. They're still trailing Star Valley 14-0 with 2:12 to go in the first quarter, and a 2nd and 7 here for Cody inside Braves territory.
Well, they found this matchup here. Maddox ball to Chase Hatch.
Slot in motion. Ball, quarterback keeper up the middle, has a nice hole, and he's brought down across the 40, close to a first down. They'll spot him at about the 38.
About 7 yards there, looks like, close to it.
And they will wind the ball, not quite a first down. 3rd and about 1 yard to go. He'll throw, looks deep down sideline, pulls the trigger, diving for it, but can't haul it in.
Decision time here.
4th and 1. For Cody after the incompletion.
I gotta believe this is a go-for-it situation based on this drive, but opportunity for the Star Valley defense.
4th and 1 inside the Braves 40. Everybody on the line of scrimmage, and a direct snap to McCartan, and I don't think he got it. It is close. Really close.
I think he's right at the sticks. Looking at the far official, it looks like he's got it.
Braves are pointing one way, Broncs pointing the other way. Officials spot the ball, and it looks like he did get it. They needed that 37. The nose of the football is right on it. They went direct snap to Grady McCartan on the 4th and 1.
I think they got just what they needed by about half the football.
They are going to measure, looks like.
Okay.
So the sticks are at the 37-yard line, and the nose of the football is on the, it crosses the hash mark, but not much more than that. Great shot there as we take a look at him stretching the chains.
Just based on the far official, it looked like they got what they needed.
And setting the chain, stretch it out. Oh, wow. Star Valley still, they do get a first down by about
a chain link.
Yeah, just across.
Doesn't get much closer than that.
So it is a first down on 4th and 1.
And that was fourth and short.
1:58 to go in the first quarter, and the Bronc offense remains on the field. Maddox ball stays in the shotgun. The junior quarterback will have McCartan to his right. Hand off to McCartan. Now double handoff. Work it over to Baustert. He's going to run around the right side. Breaks a tackle and then hit again. Does fall forward for a yard or so on the double handoff to get Yeah, just 1 yard is all up to the 36.
Braves defense read that really well. In fact, I wonder if they'd have been better served to just let the original guy take it.
Ball will throw again. Pump fakes, and now he's wrapped up and does not get sacked. He runs and has a big hole. He is eventually brought down by Clay Merritt, shy of the 30, but it looked like he was going to be sacked, but got away.
Well, Jesse Gibson had him around the waist. Maddox's ball was able to escape and picks up about 5 yards.
Here's another third down, though. 3rd and 5. Hand off to Maddox. He's wrapped up around the leg, stood up, trying to fight for that extra yard to get the first down. And again, forward progress has him right at the yard to gain. Great effort from Grady McCartan. We'll see where they spot the ball, and it is enough for a first down. He was hit well short, but he just kept churning and fighting and lunging and moves the chains. Bronc offense remains on the field. 1:07 to play in the first. Here's a pitch out to McCartan. Right side edge, breaks a tackle, and then pounded on the sideline. He's going to be inside the 25-yard line. And now the Broncs continue to move the ball down the field. That was a 5-yard pickup on first down. Oh, they'll even make it 6. They put him all the way up to the 20. So 2nd and 4 now for Cody. And a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be against the defense.
Well, you've got this fast pace, and you touched on it, Duke. There's been a lot of timeouts called on defense already by both of these teams, and you're not going to be able to do that for the whole half. So at some point, you wonder if this pace and some of the quick movements here are going to pay off.
That penalty will result in a first down. Cody inside the red zone here. The ball spotted at the Star Valley 14-yard line. 58 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Braves up 14-0, but the Broncs are threatening. Maddox ball will look into the end zone to throw on the slant, and it's caught. No, he dropped it, had his man, and it's incomplete. Coverage was there by the Braves defense.
Jaden Crook knocked that down.
Looking for Jacob Ball in the end zone. Couldn't haul it in.
It's kind of a bang-bang play right there on the slant. Let's look at it again here on the Fall River Propane replay.
Oh, actually, here's another play action. Same play, and a collision inside the 5. It is caught this time. And he does not go down. He does go down, actually, at the 1-yard line. So they go right back to the same play. And those short pass routes now, they've been open here for the Bronc offense. Quickly back at it. Ball in the shotgun, now 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. McCartan, the tailback. Tight ends are going to flip sides. Ball hands off to McCartan, and he gets hit, and was he in? No, he was stopped. Inside the 1, 2nd and goal.
Braves defense has really made that running game work tonight.
Broncs right back at it. Hand off again. This time he's going to be in. Stood up, but it will be a touchdown just across the goal line. And with just about 5 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Broncs get on the board, and they trail now 14-6.
The pace on that drive, Duke, I think it cost the Braves that. Well, he had the 1 penalty, and then even right there, you want to have a second to maybe get your bearings and get your feet behind you to stop that run again, and the Broncs just don't give you that.
Connor Moss for the PATs, 38 of 41 on the season, make it 39 of 42. It's good, and it's 14-7. Braves still on top, but the Broncs score on the SBI Sports Network.
Repeat after me. No stress with Point S.
No stress with Point S.
Because it's a one-stop auto shop that allows me to easily schedule appointments online.
Vail Valley Construction is your local source in Star Valley for quality asphalt paving. Whether it's residential or commercial driveway or parking, Vail Valley will have it done with great service at a great price. To get started, visit availvalley.com.
Treat yourself to a luxurious staycation with a cozy cabin getaway at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton. Get the locals discount by using promo code SBI Local. Every cabin has its own oversized soaking tub, big screen TV, fireplace, and includes free breakfast. Or upgrade to the cozy couples cabin with your own jetted jacuzzi tub. Find luxury right here with a staycation at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Use promo code SBI Local for the locals only discount. Drive by the Cody Bronx, and they get on the board late first quarter. It's 14-7 Star Valley. Here's the ensuing kick. It's going to be refilled by Dayton Schwab inside the 15. He'll cut across the grain, 15, 20, spins off a tackle, and then it's hit hard. There is a flag behind the return. As it is now, Dayton Schwab will return up to the 22-yard line, but a flag on the play.
Yeah, it's quarterback there at the 15. You can see the official picking it up and throwing it forward a couple yards.
That will be end of the first quarter, but we'll keep it here to get the call and see where they spot the ball after this penalty, which was, again, behind the return. And the officials talking to the Cody sideline.
And I wonder if they're going to – I think the penalty's going to be against the Braves, and they're going to ask the Bronx if they want to re-kick. That's my opinion.
So still discussing things. And it looks like they will march him back. I don't know that I ever caught what the penalty was. The ball was at the 22. They put it back. Okay, here's the call. Maybe. It's going to be a
push
block
in the back.
So it is going to be Star Valley football. Doesn't sound like they'll re-kick. We'll tell you where they spot it when we come back here in 30 seconds. Second quarter next on the SVI Sports Network.
Bill Nabe, I operate Teton Truss. We build roofing trusses, floor trusses, wall panels, and affordable homes. My relationship with Bank of Star Valley is very personable. I can call down to Thane. We're on a first-name basis. I think Bank of Star Valley also uses character as well as credit score when it comes to making decisions. My dad once told me, going into business, you need a personal relationship with your banker, and I get just that.
You're watching Star Valley High School football on the SVI Sports Network.
It's 14-7 on the SVI Sports Network. The Bronx did get that PAT, so start of the second quarter, they'll flip direction. Star Valley driving to the south. The penalty does put them back inside their own 10-yard line. Here's a quick snap, end around to Bailey Colgren. Looks for the outside, big collision there, and he's brought down shy of the 15, and another penalty back behind the play. So as it is now, it's about
a 5-yard gain if it stands, but I don't think it's going to.
Clock will stop at 11:53 as the officials discuss again. Now we are going to have a hold. It's going to be against the Braves. So that will take off the yardage gain and push Star Valley deeper into a hole. Braves do lead 14-7. They scored on their opening 2 possessions. Bronx had 2 punts on their first 2 possessions, but their last one, they went down the length of the field and scored.
This is a huge development right here, though. The Bronx defensively putting some pressure on the Braves. They're standing on their own goal line.
McClure in the shotgun with his toes inside the end zone. He'll hand off to Levitt and works around the outside, but he's brought down from behind, and he can't get more than maybe a yard on the perimeter.
Yeah, not much there.
Move the sticks just a few inches is all. Second down and long for the Braves. They'll have about 13, maybe 14 yards to go.
Both these defenses have made it tough on the running game. The Braves 13 carries, 45 yards. The Bronx 13 carries, 43 yards.
Smith McClure remains the quarterback shotgun. Now his heels are on the end zone line. He'll throw, pump fakes, now goes deep down the field to Neild, has him, and caught by Neild on the run down to the 40 and brought down from behind. He was able to hit Bryson Neild off the pump fake. Neild faked the curl route, then went deep. The ball was perfectly thrown on target, and it's a Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down.
Gain of 33 yards from Smith McClure to Bryson Neild.
See the great pump fake, and then right over the defense and in there. First and 10 now for Star Valley. They're out of the hole on that pass play, up to their own 42-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. McClure in the shotgun. He calls for the ball, hands off to Levitt. Jesse looks for the edge, upfield to the 50, and he is spun around and brought down, but not until he picks up about 12 yards. Another Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down.
Really nice job at Ryan Talbot, 74, getting out in front, and it allowed Jesse to kind of drop her down into third gear here. Watch 74. You also got number 60 out there. doing a great job. Jesse, about 11 yards on that game. That's his longest of the day.
Jesse, by the way, is our mic'd up player tonight, so we'll hopefully have some mic'd up numbers for videos for you next week. Another handoff to Levitt. He tries to bounce ahead and does for about 2 yards. And that's all he'll get this time. 2nd down and 8.
Number 60, by the way, was that's Cale Roberts. I want to make sure we get as many names and kids recognized as possible.
2nd down and 8. Smith McClure again in the shotgun. Ball inside Bronc territory. Handoff to Levitt, no play action. McClure rolls right, goes into the flat to Weeblehouse, had him but threw it out. Had him in the flat, but he was on the run being pursued and led him a little too far and incomplete.
Yeah, that one kind of sailed into the Cody sideline as Smith was flushed out of the pocket. The Braves have been able to stay ahead of the sticks on this drive to this point, but now facing 3rd and 8. They are 2 for 2 on 3rd down in this half.
And there's movement on the line. It's going to be a false start on the offense.
I like the gamesmanship of Connor Moss. He runs in, picks up the ball, and he's just going to run in and go get a touchdown. Now, they initially said encroachment, and then he changed his mind and said, whoops, I put the wrong signal up there. It's going to be false start against Star Valley.
That pushes them back to the other side of the 50, between the 49 and 50.
3rd penalty totaling 17 yards for the Braves, and that makes it, as you mentioned, Duke, 3rd and very long.
Have about 14 yards to go to convert. And they'll go spread offense. 5 receivers set, 3 to the right, 2 to the left for Smith McClure. Has the ball. Looking downfield, sets up the screen, caught, running down the field. We'll have the 1st down. Here goes Wiley Wilkes. He breaks through the 20 and brought down inside the Riverside Dental red zone. Wiley Wilkes on the screen catches it and just with a burst of speed picks up the 1st down.
Again, you look at the number, you look at the position, you're like, oh, he's the fullback, he's the tight end, and then Wiley puts on a burst, as you said, and then next thing you know, you're trying to tackle him down at the 20. That's a 30-yard gain.
Braves inside the Riverside Dental Crimson Zone. 9:49 to play in the 2nd quarter. Star Valley up 14-7 and threatening again, but the officials will blow this one dead again before the snap. No flag. The side judge just came in and looks like Thompson has to sub out. I don't know if his helmet came off or what happened there, but he has to come out, and the official sends him to the sideline.
Yeah, he's not quite sure either. It could be that the officials are seeing something wrong with his helmet and it's a safety issue, so they're saying you're not going to play on this play.
Colgren comes in for him and lines up on the left side. Bailey in motion. Throw ahead to Bailey off the motion. Looks upfield, puts his shoulder down, but defense read that perfectly for Cody, and he stopped shy of the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and about 11 to go now after the play.
So Bailey lost a yard there. Is that what we're saying?
Yep. Clock down to 9:15 and counting. 2nd quarter.
Well, I wonder if he was even the one that was supposed to get that play.
Here's a handoff to Levitt. Nice hole for Jesse. Broken tackles, and he's inside the 15. Brought down roughly at the 13. You want to set up 3rd and manageable now for the Star Valley offense. From the 13-yard line, they'll still need about 5 yards to gain.
And you saw there, that was a nice big hole to work with for Jesse Levitt. Now the Braves converted on 3rd and 14 on this drive. They're 3 for 3 on 3rd down in this half. This one, 3rd and a long 5.
Bryce Nilde subs in. He had a big catch on this drive to get him out of the hole again. Star Valley started inside the 10 on this one, and now they're down the field again. Here's play action. So McClure goes into the end zone, looks for Weeblehouse. Back caught. Did he get his feet down? He did! Touchdown! Lane Weeblehouse! We'll look at the replay. That was a great catch. Got his toes down, the official says, inside the back of the end zone and put it up for 6.
That is as pretty as it gets if you're looking at receiver stuff. Lane, all 6'4" of him, going up, high pointing that ball, toe tap. Tell you what, these kids these days can catch this dang pigskin, can't they?
Here's the throw, the catch. 6 points. What a catch from Lane Weeblehouse.
14-yard touchdown.
Here's the PAT, and it's good. Braves strike again, 21-7, 8:20 to play in the 2nd on the SVI Sports Network. LCSD2's transportation department is now hiring route and activity drivers. The route driver is 7 hours per school day with medical, dental, and vision benefits, paid leave, and the Wyoming retirement system, while the activity driver is full-time, 40 hours per week, mostly on weekends, including medical, dental, and vision benefits, paid leave, and the Wyoming retirement system. The bus aide is 5 hours per school day, $16 per hour with paid training. Visit lcsd2.org for details and to apply. That's lcsd2.org.
Here's Duke Dance, Al Erickson, and the SVI Sports Crew with more live coverage of Braves football.
Dal, another long drive for the Braves, the full length of the field, and they score on a Lane Wiebelhaus toe tapper in the back of the end zone.
And the offense has been impressive, Duke. Yeah, you just pointed it out. The second 90-plus yard drive for this offense, including a pair of third and long conversions.
Here's the ensuing kickoff from Bueller. This one will be returnable. Fielded at the 5-yard line. Quickly up to the 20. Extra speed up to the sideline. And down inside the 45, across the 45 rather. Big return for the Cody Bronx. That was Connor Moss on the return for Cody.
That kid's a horse. He's a big kid. He's got the big linebacker pads, but he's got some speed. That's a terrific return. The Braves able to stop him there at midfield, but you know, you're a team, you give up a long touchdown drive, you're maybe feeling a little bit down, and your special teams comes out and gives you a lift. Short field here for the Bronx.
We have Jake Hibbert standing by for an update as soon as we can send it out to him. Here's two running backs in the backfield, and it's a flip outside to McCartan. Tricky play. McCartan has a first down up to about the 40-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 for the Cody Bronx.
Gain of 11. That's his longest run of the day.
$7:50 to go before halftime. Bronx are driving. Ball to throw, and it's intercepted, taken out of the air by Wiley Wilkes, and he's back to the 50. Wiley Wilkes just reached up and grabbed that thing. I don't know if Maddox Ball knew he was even there, and he just jumped up and snagged it right out of the air.
Well, since Kurt Herbstreit couldn't shut up about Justin Fields playing baseball last night, this seems like a great segue to mention Wiley Wilkes is a heck of a baseball player.
See him roll out from that defensive end linebacker slot and just plucked it right out of the air.
See Wiley, a pitcher, and he also is an outstanding baseball player in the field and shows off the great hands there and gives the Braves the ball right back.
So it's 1st and 10 for Star Valley from their own 49-yard line after the Wiley Wilkes INT. Braves up by 2 touchdowns. Smith to throw. Flushed out of the pocket, rolls left, has a lot of green grass. He'll tuck it and run. 45, looks for the first down and will duck out of bounds at the first down marker. So a quarterback run on the pass play, and it's a Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down.
Sorry if I was too harsh on Kirk Herbstreit. My team just got absolutely blasted last night.
You're a little bitter, I get it.
I'm mad. I'm not bitter, I'm mad.
Great run, though, for Smith McClure. Nobody was open downfield, so he decided to run and moves the chains. Braves with the ball again, driving with the 21-7 lead. 7:27 to go before halftime.
And that's the first time we've seen McClure have some space to operate with his legs.
Smith in the shotgun.
Late sub here. Looks like Simon Gaskell. And that'll move. It's like Wiebelhaus over bottom of your screen here.
McClure looks to the sideline. Now the offense will set. McClure will quarterback keeper, left side, now cuts upfield and will be down at about the 35-yard line.
That was interesting. They brought in Simon Gaskell on the left side, kind of a 2 tight end set, and then Wiebelhaus moved over to the right. It almost felt like the right was overloaded, and then it was a counter back to the left, and Smith McClure gets about 6 yards, so effective.
7:05 and counting to go in the second quarter. Braves up 21-7. 2nd down and 5 to go at the Cody 35-yard line. McClure remains the quarterback with Jesse Levitt. He's the left side hip. Play action. McClure throws and caught by Grant Thompson. He will have a first down. Thompson's tackled at the 25-ish yard line, but he does move the chains. Another Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down. Actually, the 20-yard line is where he was caught and then tackled.
Yeah, you take a look at this replay here from the 36 to the 20, gain of 16 there for Grant Thompson.
Forward progress that got him up to the 20. So again, from the Riverside Dental Crimson Zone, Here's a handoff to Levitt. Goes right side. He's hit by the linebacker but falls forward and is stopped for a gain of 5 on the first down run.
10th carry of the half for Jesse Levitt, and he's got 43 yards. I think if you're the Braves, you got to be pretty happy with that. 4.3 yard average against this tough Cody D. And on this drive and the last drive, he's really starting to find some space.
Smith McClure in the shotgun. Hands off to Jesse again. Will have the first down and still running inside the 5. He just continues to run. He's brought down near the goal line of about the 2 or so yard line, and it's first to goal again for the Braves.
Well, it felt like nobody really wrapped him up, and so he kept his legs going. He just about found himself in the end zone.
Great blocking up front. They couldn't wrap him up because they couldn't get their arms around him. Great blocking by the line. Now Tristan Hilton back in. They try quarterback sneak again. Pushing. Looks like he might have gotten there. No signal. Officials run in. Touchdown Braves.
Third rushing touchdown of the half for Tristan Hilton. And the 4th touchdown of the half for the Braves. That is, I'm with you, Duke. I'm a little surprised at the number of points here in this first half.
That touchdown was set up by the Wiley Wilkes interception at midfield. Braves go right down on the back of Jesse Levitt. He sets him up inside the 2. Tristan Hilton, the quarterback, sneak up the middle again, and another touchdown for the Braves. The PAT is low but good. 28-7 Braves on the SVI Sports Network.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy. Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Hello. Using tracking skills I've acquired pretending to be a national park ranger, I'm going to locate a customer of Rocky Mountain Yeti. Thanks to Rocky Mountain Yeti, these people are having their very first adventure.
We actually do this all the time.
Thanks to Rocky Mountain Yeti, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
Valley scores another touchdown. They lead 28-7, 5:48 to play in the second quarter. Ensuing kickoff from Bueller is returnable again for Connor Moss. He had a big return on the last kick. Breaks one tackle here, 25, another broken tackle up to near the 30, but he gets stopped shy of the 30, but another nice return from Connor Moss.
That looked like Canyon Hurd, number 18. Also Hayden Morgan, number 14 out there on special teams helping finish him off. And that's saying something when Connor Moss has got a full head of steam.
Hey, let's see if we can hit Jake Hibbard real quick with an update. Jake, what do you got?
Cokeville, Rich County, and it's Jack Dayton high pointing the football and a recipient of a pick 6. Final Cokeville 14-0. And this Dayton name might be something for Cokeville. Jack keeps it up. Back to you guys.
It might be something. Here's the Bronx with a quick screen onto the receiver. It is caught by Jacob Ball. He'll get forward progress up across the 30-yard line, but whipped down and out of bounds by Cash Lancaster. It's going to be a gain of about 4, maybe.
Bryson Neal right there, number 3. Just a short gain.
Here's a handoff to McCartan. He will get a good surge moving forward. Then the defense stacks him up, pushes him back. He is across the 35. So quickly third down for the Cody Bronx. Just 2 yards to go to convert.
About 4 yards there. The Bronx have converted on third pretty well. 3 of 6.
5-12 and counting here before halftime. Star Valley up 28-7. Empty backfield this time for Maddox Ball. 5 receivers set. Ball will throw. Goes to his slot. Caught and tackled immediately. But it is going to be a first down across the 41-yard line and enough to move the chains.
Looks like Boustert. Was it Boustert or was it Ball?
I think it was Ball, number 16.
You're right. Excuse me. They're not moving the chain. Did he drop that?
They're just,
there we go.
Just a little late moving it. It looked like maybe he had dropped it, but I think it was after the tackle was made. Star Valley came up saying incomplete, but it was a catch.
I thought he caught it, but
here's Maddox Ball again in the shotgun. Ball across the formation in motion.
And the Braves are like, hey, they got two guys moving.
I don't think they were set, so you can do that when you're not set. And now the official will come in. And a timeout taken by Coach McFadden. That's his last timeout to take. It's 1st and 10 Bronx, trailing Star Valley 28-7 in the second on the SVI Sports Network.
I'm Duke Dance, and when I take out the garbage, I bag it.
I'm David Kazare, and when I take out the trash, I bag it.
I'm Dal Erickson, and when I take out my trash, I bag it.
Star Valley Disposal appreciates all their customers, especially those that bag their garbage. Remember that even with just a little wind, loose trash can be sent flying all over the place. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com.
Bronx after their own timeout. Here's a shovel pass ahead, and it's well read by the defense. Going to be a short gain. That kind of looked like something out of Coach Young's playbook a little. Shovel pass to the tight end, but Connor Moss just a gain of a couple, well, maybe even, yeah, he does get about 2 or 3.
Wiley Wilkes right there. Also Andrew Taylor, number 51.
Ball again in the shotgun, 2nd and 7. Here's a pitch out to McCartan. Gets the edge with blockers and across the 50. He'll be brought down just shy of the first down. Does get midfield, and it's going to be 3rd and short, and it looks like Jaden Crook is slow to get up after the play. Jaden's laying at the point where the tackle was made, and the training staff is going to come out. Clock is stopped here at 4:08 to play. We'll take an injury timeout and hopefully have good news on Jaden when we come back. Back in 30 on SVI. B&H Auto is your local source for all your auto maintenance needs. Oil changes, brakes, shocks, tires, and even mechanical repairs, such as transmissions and other engine problems. Located on the north end of Afton, that's B&H Auto, service you can ride on. Plan your next vacation to scenic Star Valley, Wyoming with a luxurious day at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Enjoy your own comfortable cabin with a soaking tub and top amenities. A hot complimentary breakfast is always included. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
Here's Duke Dance, Dal Erickson, and the SVI Sports Crew with more live coverage of Braves football.
Great sign is Jaden Crook able to get up and walk off the field under his own power. He's with the trainer and heading to the sidelines. No idea what could have happened. We'll keep an eye on him, and hopefully Jaden is going to be just fine.
He's a big part of this team, offense and defense. He's one of those senior leaders. Hopefully he's okay. Brings up 3rd and short, Duke. The Bronx 4 of 7 on 3rd, and this is just a yard to go, and I would imagine this is 4-down territory in this situation.
Ball right at midfield. Ball waits for the snap, now hands off to McCartan. Will have the first down, but not much more. The pile gets stood up. No, he bounces away from the pile, and he's still running down to the 40. Now he's finally down. I thought he was down, but he bounced out of the pile, went around the outside of it, and picked up more yards inside the 40.
I don't know how he came out of that group.
Great run from Grady McCartan. He'll sub out of the game. Luke Moulton comes in to play running back in the backfield. Here's a throw to the right. Short curl route caught by Hatch, and he's whipped around and brought down for a short gain. The Bronx haven't been able to hit anything downfield today, but those short routes have been open.
Well, and I think
it's a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Ball under pressure. He's wrapped up and brought down. A sack for the Braves. Cooper Lawson.
Big country. 6'6", 260.
He had 2 big sacks in the game against Powell that were huge late in the game, and he gets another one to push Cody back into a 3rd and 12.
That's a big loss right there.
3:13 to go before halftime, and a big 3rd and long for the Cody Bronc offense. Play action. Ball throws deep downfield into double coverage and overthrew his intended target. He was looking downfield at Jace Jarrett, and the double coverage was there. Weebelhaus came over to assist as the safety, and because of that sack, now Cody will have to punt.
I think you're absolutely right. I think had that not happened, they'd be sitting 4th and 4, somewhere in that range, and Coach McFadden, you're down 3 touchdowns. I think he absolutely would have gone for this, but here you're going to see if you can leverage a long field in your defense and try and get in the locker room.
Ball is at the Cody 40. Maddox ball is the quarterback, but he does kick it. It's a high, short kick, spiring upward. Nobody back to return for Star Valley. Takes a big bounce, rolls down to the 5,
Doesn't get
down
much
to the
better
4,
than that.
and a beauty of a punt down inside the 5-yard line. Big kick for Maddox ball.
Maddox ball breaks out the sand wedge and drops one inside the 2. That was impressive.
Star Valley has 2:57 left before halftime. They're up 28-7 over the Bronx in this 1 versus 2 matchup on the Wild Preps coaches and media poll. And no timeouts remain for either team.
You got to execute, though, here if you're Star Valley. And they have in this first half. In fact, they've looked fantastic on offense against this Cody defense. But, Duke, you're on your 2-yard line. You have all the momentum. It's almost halftime. You do not want to have a letdown here and give Cody any type of momentum, especially anything that might end up being in the end zone.
Hilton under center. He'll hand off to Levitt. Nice hole, lead blocking, and then he's hit hard from the side. Brought down shy of the 10-yard line. That was Grady McCartan, the other team's running back for the Bronx, coming over to make the tackle, but Levitt does get about 7.
It's no coincidence that usually the biggest hitters on these teams are also the running backs, the linebacker running back combos. They seek it out. They know how to finish, and they finish with a hammer.
Give him about 6 yards on the carry, 2nd and 4 from their own 9-yard line.
I think that's Bryson Baxter coming in 59, kind of a jumbo package. We'll see if they run there on the left guard. Let's watch this.
Well, Braves certainly in no hurry up right now. It's a handoff to Wilkes, and Wiley will get stood up near the 10.
Bronx did a good job. They must have sniffed it out.
So it's going to be a short gain. And with this long field, Star Valley not hurrying at all. They're just taking a lot of time off the clock. No timeouts remain for Cody, so they can't stop it here and try and get the ball back unless they get a stop here on 3rd down.
Braves 4 for 4 on 3rd down in this half. This is this potentially could be a big one.
So they sub out the short yard package and bring in Smith McClure on 3rd down and 3 to go. Smith hands off to Levitt. Big hole in a 1st down. Jesse across the 15, and he'll move the chains. A Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton 1st down when they needed it. And we'll see how aggressive Coach Young is. At this point, he may just take it into the locker room now. Cody can't stop the clock, and the Braves up 28-7.
At the end of that first quarter, the Braves running game was averaging about 3 yards a carry. Right now, they're at 24 carries, 116 yards, so pushing that 5 yards a carry. That second quarter starting to maybe wear down this Bronx defense a little bit.
Jesse Levitt will sub out of the game, and Coach Young may dial up the intensity here. He has a field goal kicker. We saw it last week. So we'll see how aggressive he is, but there is a flag and a false start on the offense, so that will not help the cause.
4th penalty totaling 22 yards against the Braves. It's been really quite a clean half. In fact, the Bronx have not been whistled for a penalty in this half, Duke.
So the 5-yard penalty is going to push Star Valley back. They were at the 17. That puts them back to the 13. 1st and 15 with 1:14 to go. It was a Smith McClure run that set up the game-winning. 2 Smith McClure runs that set up the game-winning field goal last week. So we'll see if we'll see something similar here with the long field to go. He has had a big run already in the game. He'll throw. Nope, quarterback draw. Runs up the field, but he is tackled by Connor Moss. Hit hard and brought down shy of the 15, so just a gain of 2.
Good sportsmanship there. And that's one thing, we probably haven't touched on enough in this game, Duke. I think these two programs really do respect each other quite a bit. They understand that when they play each other, they're getting a real good challenge, top of the line from the 3A class.
The McClure package is out, and the Hilton package is in. With under a minute to go, looks like we'll just see Coach Young go into the victory formation here and take one kneel down is all he needs to send us into halftime with a 28-7 lead, a big lead, and an impressive lead here in Cody tonight, and that's exactly what happens. Hilton takes a knee, and that will take us to halftime. Big first half for the visiting Star Valley Braves. They hold the biggest scoring offense in the state to 7, and here at the half, it's Star Valley 28, Cody 7, live in Cody on the SVI Sports Network.
Hey, this is Duke and Dal, and recently we decided to do a little less broadcasting and a little more baking.
We even made our own logos.
The Bank of Duke and Dal of Wyoming is open for business. Ooh, we already got a phone call. Nice. Bank of Duke and Dal of Wyoming. You want to make a deposit? Yeah, we'll take your money.
As you can see, our customer satisfaction is on the rebound.
Bank of Duke and Dal, how can I help you? Oh, you want to make a withdrawal? No, that money's gone. Who do you think we are? First Bank of Wyoming? Jeez.
Hey Braves fans, now you can follow your favorite players during the game with a complete Star Valley football roster online, including player pictures and bios. Scan the code on your screen or visit svinews.com/football roster. It's sale time at Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home in Afton. Stop by the showroom located half a block south of the Elkhorn Arch and take advantage of carpet, pad, and labor for only $2.99 per square foot. LVP is also on sale with the product available for $2.99 per square foot. Battleson Brothers also has carpet remnants available. That's Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home, open in Afton, just south of the Arch.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
On behalf of the Bank of Star Valley, it's my pleasure to congratulate and introduce this week's Star Valley Braves Man of the Week, Tristan Hilton. Way to go, Tristan.
Tristan Hilton, son of Mark and Lacey Hilton, Sr., Osmond, Wyoming.
Everybody up really close to the line of scrimmage this time. Quarterback sneak up the middle. That should be a touchdown.
Live halftime coverage continues on the SVI Sports Network, presented by Star Valley Health. Online at starvalleyhealth.org.
From Cody High School, Duke Dance and Dal Erickson here with you in a 28-7 score with Star Valley on top over the Cody Bronx. And Dal, this has been an impressive first half, to say the least, by the Star Valley Braves and what they've been able to do here on the road. Cody's only had one really strong, sustained drive in the game.
Yeah, and that actually took a couple of third down conversions and a 4th and short conversion to keep that one going, which hats off to them. But the Braves have been the better team here through 2 quarters. We'll see what happens in the second. Of course, they were up 14-0 against Powell last week, and things kind of changed in that third quarter. So a lot of football left, but if you're Coach Young and the Braves, you got to be pretty happy with how that first half went.
Let's dig into the score deep in the numbers. Here are your Battleson Brothers Flooring Carpet One Floor and Home halftime battle stats.
Well, first looking at the numbers for the Cody Bronx, I had Maddox Ball 10 of 20 in that first, 11 of 21 for 69 yards through the air. The most of that yardage came to Chase Hatch, 3 catches, 28 yards. I also had Jacob Ball with a trio of catches for 17 yards. Grady McCartan doing the bulk of the damage on the ground, 13 carries, 63 yards, and the Bronx lone touchdown. So right now, 11 receptions, 69 yards, 18 carries, 72 yards, for a total of 141 yards for the Cody Bronx. But as you can see on your Battleson screen, the Star Valley offense outstripping that quite a bit. Smith McClure, 8 of 10 in that first half, and the Braves had a total of 169 passing yards. 130 of those went to Smith McClure, including a touchdown pass to Lane Weeblehouse. Leading the way, 3 catches, 82 yards for Bryson Neild. On the ground, Jesse Levitt, 13 carries, 69 yards. And then if you're Tristan Hilton, you got to love this stat line. 4 carries, 5 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's efficiency right there. You also had Wiley Wilkes with that really athletic, impressive interception at midfield to kind of ruin a short field for the Bronx there in the second quarter. So 169 through the air, 119 on the ground, 288 total, and the Braves out in front here at the break.
That's your halftime battle stats presented by Battleson Brothers Flooring Carpet One, located in Afton, just south of the Arch. That's Battleson Brothers Flooring, quality, price, service. At the half, Star Valley's up 28-7. Dal, we didn't get a winner last week. Let's see if we can tonight. And your trivia question, a couples combo to Salt River Cinema on the line tonight.
Well, I'm not scolding anyone, but if you don't get this one, you're not paying attention. That's what I'm going to say. So the question is tonight, who holds the SVHS record for receiving yards in a single season? Go ahead and let us know, 307-203-4637. The first correct answer wins a couples combo from Star Valley Station and Salt River Cinema.
203-4637. Star Valley Health Halftime Show with the Braves up 28-7 on the SBI Sports Network.
We at Miles CPA love cheering on our Star Valley Braves in all their activities, from the performing arts to music, speech and debate, vocational clubs, athletics, and all other activities in which our local students participate. In fact, JR at Miles CPA was once a Skills USA leader himself.
This is JR with Miles CPA from both the Afton and Alpine offices. We wish the Braves success this school year in their academics, athletics, and activities. Be the best you that you can be. Go Braves.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive. It's gorgeous, and I get what I want.
I take my Caribou Ford to the Oregon Trail golf course.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I can check out inventory online before I go. Now that's service.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? Satisfaction.
We're Caribou Ford with top awards in the region for customer satisfaction because we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
Down at the creek, Swift Creek Trading, that is.
It's not about selling hats, boots, and jeans.
It's about giving back to our Valley's youth and keeping our heritage and traditions alive.
When you shop at Swift Creek Trading, you help us sustain agriculture.
You help us perform. You help us compete. You help us brand our own businesses.
So come on down to the creek.
Swift Creek Trading, that is.
Where your purchase supports us.
Where your purchase supports us.
This is the Star Valley Health Halftime Show, live on the SVI Sports Network. Healthcare how it's meant to be. Advanced, local, personalized. Online at starvalleyhealth.org.
Duke Dance and Dal Erickson with you live from Cody High School and the Star Valley Health Halftime Show. The Braves lead this one in Cody by a score of 28-7 at the half. Dal, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month here in October, so there's going to be a lot of pink in the stands and on the field. And actually next week is Pink Night for Star Valley High School volleyball on Thursday of next week. Star Valley Health is going to play a big role in that. We encourage the community to get out and support.
Well, and you see it here too. Cody's all decked out in pink, part of their motif for the night, and it just goes to remind us as people, even as these rivalry games happen, there's a lot of things bigger than sports, and that being one of them. It affects everybody. There's everybody in every community making this battle and this fight, and all you can do is try and push the awareness so that people will get tested early. The fundraisers help put money into research that absolutely makes a difference. And so I think it's a big deal here that we as a culture are on this, and I encourage everybody in Star Valley to reciprocate what we're seeing here in Cody and come out next Thursday for Pink Night as the Lady Braves take on the Jackson Lady Broncs.
Again here at the half with the Star Valley Health Halftime Show. Star Valley 28, Cody at 7. Let's send it down to the sideline and get the thoughts of Coach McKay Young in that half. Here's Bridger with the Miles CPA sideline report. Bridger. Looks like Bridger's not quite ready. We were going to send it down to Bridger, but no Bridger. So we're going to keep it. Actually, let's send it over to Jake Hibbard with our halftime update. Welcome back in to the broadcast, Mr. Hibbard, tonight.
Yeah, last week you mentioned, hey, maybe I had a slow one. Not the case this week, if you did think so. We've got a lot of highlights. So how about we just jump into them? Let's go. We start off with Mountain View and Lovell here. 1 versus 3 in 2A. And it starts off with Lovell getting into the end zone A nice throw there under duress, 6-0 level after the 2-point conversion, no good. Mountain View, you know they come back. This is still in the first quarter. Justice Platt right up the middle, right as usual. It's 7-6, Mountain View. Now Lovell comes back. They take the lead back, a little bump, a little bounce outside, and a 9-yard touchdown. Good on the sweep play. Another no-good 2-point conversion, so it's 12-7. Mountain View, tried and true. Justice Platt right up the gut again, and it's Mountain View leading at 13-12. Now, how about this? We showed you earlier a 50-yard field goal by Landon Solis. That's a new career long for him, but doesn't look like he's out of range yet. That makes it 16-12 in favor of Mountain View. They're not done yet. Carson Erdley gets right up the gut, and he gets into the end zone, and that extends the lead. Another one, driving deep. Look at this throw by Lovell, airing it out, caught. Now, he'll get caught before he gets into the end zone, but Lovell goes ahead and scores on that one, so we're back close, 23-20, Mountain View and Lovell. And look at this big hole. After Carson Erdley, hops over a man into the end zone, 19 yards into the end zone. Mountain View just won that game with a final going 36-28. Now Mountain View, from Mountain View to Cokeville and Rich, this was the big play to watch. Just 2 touchdowns, and Jack Dayton with a pick 6 into the end zone. Cokeville wins this one. They should stay number 4 in the 2A, 14-0. Now with a shady camera view, we've Lyman and Thermopolis. That's Lyman getting into the end zone right there, folks. And they lead it at the half, 32-6. Big lead over Thermopolis. We've got some games kicking off, and let me take a look right around here in the 3A right now. One game that I've been taking a look at, we had Jackson and Jackson and Green River. No score yet in that one. Powell and Evanston. That game, however, is 7-0, and Jackson looks like they just got a field goal in on Green River. So 3-0 Jackson leads it. Powell 7-0 over Evanston. Early interception for Cohen Morrow leads to that touchdown. Guys, that's it for me. I'll have a lot more in the second half. Back to you.
Thank you, Jake Hibbard. What a game between Mountain View Lovell. We knew that one could be a good one. It was. And if we see those two again, maybe in Laramie later on, it could be anybody's game, it looks like.
Well, they battled in the state title game just a couple years ago. And, you know, you look at what Mountain View has done defensively, Duke. And, yeah, Lovell came up a little short today, but I think they're the only team that can drop multiple touchdowns on Mountain View. At least that's what's been the case so far this year. We'll see what happens in the final month of the regular season.
Back here in this game, Star Valley out of the locker room. Now let's send it down to the field, get the thoughts of Coach McKay Young and that first half with the Braves up by 21. Bridger, what do you got?
Welcome back, Brave fans, to your Star Valley football halftime report. The Braves are doing super well, leading with 28-7 right now against the Cody Braves. Other than a minor jaw injury to number 24, Jaden Crook, the Braves are doing better than ever and ready to get back out on the field. I was able to talk to Coach McKay Young as they were going into the locker rooms and asked him if there's anything they're wanting to fix or change or make sure to work on for the second half, and all he said was making sure they're staying physical and making sure they're getting touchdowns. Super excited to see how the team does for the rest of the game, and make sure to stay tuned for your post-game interview later tonight with your star players. Back up to you, Duke.
Bridger Wolfley, thank you for the Miles CPA sideline report located in Afton and in Alpine. You talk about staying physical. Star Valley lost one of their very physical players in this game. Jaden Crook left with an injury. Dal, we saw him not go into the locker room with the team at half. His pads were taken off, and by all implications, it looks like Jaden's done for the night.
Yeah, and he was walking around. All that looked okay. But, yeah, once they take those pads off, you're not coming back in. And could be a precautionary. We don't know, but don't expect to see him in the second half. And, again, someone else is going to have to step into that role, and those are big shoes to fill.
Again, 28-7, Star Valley on top. Let's see if we have a winner this week for the trivia question here at the half.
The trivia question was, who holds the Star Valley High School record for receiving yards in a single season? And I told you, if you didn't know, you weren't paying attention. It's because it happened last year. Mr. Wyatt Krog holds that record, 1,217 yards. That was just last season. He is the answer to your trivia question. And do we have a winner?
We do. We had a lot of correct answers this week, Dow.
A lot of Krogs.
Yeah, a lot of Krog fans. So people were listening and paying attention.
I was not scolding. I was just exhorting you to get the right answer.
The first correct answer, phone number ends in 7423. 7423. If you said Wyatt Krog, you got it first tonight.
Popcorn!
And we'll have a couples combo certificate for you at SVI Media, and you can pick that up anytime next week at SVI in Afton. Star Valley Health halftime show. Bronx just taking the field now out of the locker room. We'll take a final break here, and second half on the way after this on the SVI Sports Network.
The roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the pedal to our metal. The sparks that ignite us, the pistons that push us, the passions that drive us. From the feelings that move us to the places that pull us, on roads that unite us. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to be the fuel that keeps you firing on all cylinders.
Live coverage of Star Valley High School sports is provided by The Right Company. HDC Siding and Gutters, no job too big or too small. Red Tail Therapy, strength for everyone. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Quality Quick Lube, where quality comes quick. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
Live halftime coverage continues on the SVI Sports Network, presented by Star Valley Health. Online at starvalleyhealth.org.
Download the new MyChart app to securely and conveniently manage your health care. Visit starvalleyhealth.org for details. Braves will get the ball first to open the half. How about your Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton keys to the game?
Well, key number one was slow them down, and that's really, if possible, was in parentheses there because this Bronx team is so fast. But I think through 2 quarters, you'd have to say the Braves did a pretty good job there, especially leading into key number 2, limit big plays. To me, a big play is 15 yards or more. Cody didn't have any yards or any plays of 15 yards. Well, excuse me, they had one. 15 yards or more, but not very many. No turnovers. The Star Valley Braves didn't turn it over. They did force one, and I said at least 3 touchdowns. Well, they've already checked that box. They might need more, but as of right now, they've checked that box. We'll see if it holds up. It's your Rocky Mountain Yeti keys to the game.
Legend driven. Find them online at RockyMountainYeti.group, and also in Afton is Rocky Mountain Yeti. That's it for the Star Valley Health halftime show. Braves lead after an impressive first half. They're up 28-7 against the home Cody Bronx tonight. But as you said, Dal, a lot of football left to play, and if any team is explosive, it's these Cody Bronx. So we'll see how it all plays out here in the second half with Star Valley looking at a 3-touchdown lead and the kickoff to the Braves. This is going to be over the head of Schwab and into the end zone. No return on the touchback from the kick from Connor Moss. 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Braves.
Also want to remind people, Josh Frazier is on the road in Rock Springs. That match has started. Star Valley Lady Braves taking on Rock Springs on the road at SVInews.com.
Lady Braves will be in Kelly Walsh up the make the trip to Rollins and up to Casper. And appreciate Josh covering that one tomorrow for us as well. Serve time at 1, I believe, scheduled for the
That is the scheduled Braves time for the varsity, yes.
Okay. All right, here we are. 1st and 10 for the Braves. Smith McClure will start the second half at quarterback for Star Valley. He'll be in the shotgun. Bunch, double tight end set. Hand off to Levitt, who had a nice first half, and keeps those feet churning, but he is stood up for a short gain of maybe 2 yards on first down.
I'll say this, Duke, probably one of the, if you're looking for enemies for a Star Valley second half, 1 is turnovers, 2 is complacency. We'll see what happens here as they start this drive.
Bunch set again with double tight ends. Here's a quarterback keeper on the fake handoff to Levitt, and Smith McClure is dropped for a loss on the play. And so right out of the gate, the Bronc defense opened to force a 3 and out. It's 3rd and 9 here for Star Valley.
Well, you know the Broncs are going to come out. They probably got an earful in the locker room, probably making some adjustments. They're going to come out with a sense of urgency. It's up to the Braves to match that intensity.
Colgren in motion, McClure in the shotgun. McClure rolls out to his right, looks downfield, has Wiebelhaus, dives for it, but can't haul it in. He was open, had a step on the defense, but the throw too far out in front of Lane. It's incomplete, and the Braves will have to punt 3 and out to start the second half.
That ball was already in the air by the time Lane started to make that outward cut. And just a little off on that communication. And if you're the Broncs, you get exactly what you want, a 3 and out and a chance for a shorter field.
Christoph Bueller comes in to punt this away. Chase Hatch and Grady McCartan are back to return the punt. Kick is away. It's a low kick bouncing at the 40. The Cody Broncs will back away, and it's going to be down inside the 40. So pretty good field position here for the Cody Broncs. The defense pitches a 3 and out to start the half, and Cody will get the ball at their own 37-yard line.
Well, and you can see they're fired up here. Jace Jarrett, number 19, coming over to the sideline, fired up, a 3 and out, saying, offense, get out there, let's get something done. And, that's exactly what you wanted if you're the Cody Broncs.
28-7, Star Valley on top, but here's the first drive of this second half for Cody. That first drive by Star Valley, which was a 3 and out, took just a minute and 1 second off the clock.
Well, that was the first 3 and out they've had of the game.
Ball will throw, complete on the screen to Ball. He breaks the tackle and gets across the 45, knocked out of bounds on the Cody sideline. Shy of the first down, he'll pick up 7 or 8 yards. And Cody moves so fast, quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd down and 3. Maddox ball in the shotgun, hands off to McCartan, looks for that hole. There's not much there, but he does keep those legs turning, and look at McCartan. He has the first down to midfield and finally stood up and pushed down.
I wonder what that kid squats, because that's the second time we've seen him basically move the entire pile.
First down now inside Star Valley territory at the 49-yard line. Maddox ball hands off to McCartan again. Has a nice hole and finally brought down across the 45. Another gain of about 5 yards on first down. Down to the Star Valley 44-yard line. 2nd down and 5 to go. Ball will hand off to McCartan again, right up the middle. This time the defense reads it well, and he's pushed backwards. Does get to the line of scrimmage, but no gain on the play.
Simon Gaskell, Wiley Wilkes, Grant Thompson in there on that one.
3rd and 5. Few subs come in. McCartan remains in the backfield.
Broncs went 5 of 9 on 3rd down in the first half.
Jacob Ball motions from left to right. Now comes back to the left to set up 2 receivers on either side. Trey Schroeder lined up wide to the right. Chase Hatch, he's had a good game from his receiver slot. He's wide left, and now McCartan out of the backfield to go slot left on the trips to the left side. Empty backfield. Ball to throw. Hook route again. Ball tipped loose and intercepted by the Braves. It was brought in, I believe, by Cash Lancaster. It was tipped by Grant Thompson, I think, but it was picked by Cash Lancaster, and the Braves end the drive.
I really did feel like they were going to go to Hatch here. You can see Maddox's ball. He kind of stares him down. It's tipped up there by Wiley Wilkes. Boy, Wiley's already got a pick of his own. There's a batted ball and into the hands of Cash Lancaster, and that is Cash's 4th interception of the season. That leads the team.
1st and 10 for the Braves on their 2nd pick of the game. And the offense back out still with that 21-point lead. 9:31 to play in the 3rd quarter. Here's a quarterback keeper from Smith McClure. Cuts upfield, and he has nowhere to go. First to meet him there was Grady McCartan. And you can tell Grady is fired up here in this second half. It's a big tackle for loss.
Well, he's going to lead by example. He's your leader on offense and defense. He's going to give it everything he's got. And you're going to have to, again, it's up to the Braves to match things. Defensively, they just did. We'll see if the offense can maybe have a little more intensity on this possession.
Colgren flanked wide right. He comes across the formation. Throw ahead to Bailey off the motion. Has a hole, and Bailey is hit hard and brought down shy of the 50. He had a full head of steam, and then Connor Moss came out of nowhere and ended the steam.
Man, Connor Moss, he's just a horse.
That looked like it was a big gain. Ended up being 5. From their own 48, here's a 3rd and 5. After the interception, Braves trying to avoid back-to-back 3-and-outs in the half. Smith. Play action, steps up, throws down the seam, caught and dropped. It was there for Grant Thompson. He can't haul it in, and it's 4th down.
I think he had it. It might have got pulled out of there by the Bronc defense. I want to say number 1, Trey Smith.
It will be a 3-and-out. Coach Young sends in the punt unit from his own 48, looking at a 4th and 5.
Chance to pin the Broncs deep in their end this time, though.
Here's a clean snap. Kristoff gets it away. Nice kick from Bueller, but returnable inside the 20. Here's a big run from McCartan, and he is brought down. A big tackle around the outside made by Jake Burchard. That could have been a huge return, and Jake limited it to just about 15.
Well, that ball's going to be spotted at the 38. If not for Burchard, that might have been at the Star Valley 38.
Bronx offense will retake the field. 8:17 to go in the 3rd quarter. Star Valley holding on to that 28-7 lead. The offense, 2 3-and-outs for Star Valley in this half. The defense does have an interception. It was tipped by Wilkes right into the hands of Lancaster for the pick. Defense back out for the Braves. Handoff, ball's fumbled on the handoff, but picked up and running with it is Moulton.
Wow.
And he is tackled for a gain of 3. He mishandled the handoff, lost the ball, a fortuitous bounce, right back up to him for a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, you know you're living right when the ball comes right back into your breadbasket like that.
2nd and 7. Handoff to Moulton again. Looks for the hole. He breaks through, spun around, and will have a 1st down. And the Cody Bronc running backs right now are really running hard. It's a 1st down at midfield.
Well, that's the first carry for Moulton, and he actually had the 2nd highest number of attempts. That's the first time we've seen him carry it.
Here's a wide receiver screen, hit immediately, and brought down for no gain on the play. It was a quick pitch out to the right side. And I think that was Bryson Neild who... It was either Bryson or Porter. I think it was Porter Merritt maybe who came up and made the big contact at first.
The Braves secondary has done a great job against Maddox ball. 13 completions, but just 77 yards, 2 picks.
Here's a throw. Under pressure, throws, does have a completion out in the flat left side to Jace Jarrett, tackled there. Shy of the 40 and shy of the 1st down. Inside Star Valley territory to about the 42. We see Bryson Neild, he's playing the strong safety slot, normally played by Jaden Crook, but he's out of the game with an injury. And so Bryson right now in to play strong safety. Here's a 3rd and 2, play action. Ball to throw, all kinds of time, goes deep down the field, has a man in the end zone, caught, touchdown! Chase Hatch down the sideline, gets by the defense, and a beautifully thrown ball from Maddox, who had all kinds of time, and he drops it in.
This was right on the money. Braves didn't get any pressure on Maddox's ball, and he puts it right on the fingertips.
Cody in the end zone to cut it down to a 2-touchdown game. Connor Moss with the PAT. Snap, hold, the kick is up, and it's going to be good. It's 28-14. Cody strikes down the sideline. Back after this on SVI.
When I turned 10, we had my birthday party at the Fun Zone in Afton. It was awesome. Me and my friends got to watch movies on the big screen, play foosball, ping pong, and air hockey. We had the big basketball and volleyball courts we could run around in. It was so fun that my brother decided to have his wedding reception there. And we are planning a family reunion at the Fun Zone. Kids love it, and parents will too. For reservations, visit thefunzone.com.
Here's Duke Dance, Dal Erickson, and the SVI Sports Crew with more live coverage of Braves football.
Maddox's ball hits Chase Hatch down the left sideline for a big Cody Bronk touchdown. And they force Star Valley into back-to-back 3-and-outs in the half. They score on that drive. It's now 28-14.
You got to be a little concerned if you're a Star Valley fan, Duke. The Braves come out on offense kind of listless. Back-to-back possessions. Cody's playing with some urgency. They cut into this lead. The Braves offense needs to answer here.
Here's a kick that is short. It is
Canyon Hurd.
Hurd on the return up to about the 30. Let's send it out to Jake Hibbard for a game break. Jake, what do you got for us?
Well, number 3, Powell is hanging out at home this week against Evanston. They're loving it. Look at this dump off left side. It's Jet Schwan finding Trevin Abraham. He takes it all the way down to the 1-yard line. They take care of that next play. 14-0 in the second. Powell in charge. Back to you.
Thanks for the update, Jake. Here's 1st and 10, and the Cody Bronx feeling good now. They're still down by 14. But they're playing really good here to open up the half. Here's a handoff to Levitt. He breaks through the initial attack and does fall ahead for a gain of 5 on 1st down. You know, you mentioned it, Dal. Even with the 21-point lead at half, you can't feel safe with that. And Cody has certainly dialed up the intensity here in the second half. They've cut it down to a 14-point game.
Well, and I'll just reiterate it. The Star Valley offense needs to answer. They need to move the ball here. They've come out and kind of laid an egg on back-to-back possessions. 2nd down and 6 now for Smith McClure. Quarterback run and has a nice hole, puts his shoulder down, and he pushes his way across the yard to gain. It's a Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton 1st down. Tough running for Smith. Spot the ball at the 42-yard line. 5:58 to go in the 3rd quarter. 9 carries, 32 yards for McClure tonight.
You know, of course, if you're Coach Young, you're looking at this thinking, I'm just going to run the ball and shorten up the game.
And I get that. And if you're running the ball effectively, Duke, I love that strategy. But you can't come out and go 3-and-out twice and expect there to not be any anxiety.
Smith McClure remains in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Colgren in motion. Smith will keep it, runs right side, breaks 1 tackle. A nice run again from Smith. He'll pick up about 7 or so up to his own 48-yard line.
And we've talked about Smith. He's actually clocked officially as the fastest player on this Star Valley team. Runs about a 4.6, as I understand. And we've seen him out in the open a couple of times. So far tonight, the Bronx have made him work for it. But if he gets a chance out in the open field, he does have some speed.
Certainly a dual threat guy. 2nd and 4. Smith will play action. Rolls out to his right. Points directions downfield. Fires to the sideline, and he threw it away. He was hoping to get Simon Gaskell, but good coverage downfield, and wisely just tosses it to the sideline.
It's not a sexy move, Duke, but sometimes the best play is just throwing it away. The clock will stop. Of course, here at the Braves, you want to keep that thing rolling, but 3rd and 4 is much better than throwing a turnover right there. Looks like Smith McClure will come out, and I didn't see if Tristan came in or not. I assume Tristan's coming in.
There he is. Now he's coming.
There he is.
So 3rd and 4. Big play here again. Braves offense hoping to stay on the field and take more time off the clock with his 14-point lead. Still a lot of time left in the game, and a flag on the play before the snap.
This is on the defense.
You're right. It looks like it's going to be encroachment, which would be a 1st down on 3rd and 4. Dead ball foul. Offsides on the defense.
I believe that's if it is encroachment, it is. That's the first penalty on the Bronx tonight. They have been extremely clean.
Pushes the ball inside Cody territory. 1st down for the Braves. Given to him by the Bronx defensive penalty.
Interestingly enough, the Braves had been 0 for 2 on 3rd down in this half, and now they get a conversion courtesy of the Bronx.
Ball spotted on the Cody 47. Back in the game is Smith McClure. And it looks like Mally Patterson with him in the backfield on this play. Mally rolls out. Smith will throw. Has 2 men there, and he missed them both. He went behind Wiebelhaus, and there was clearly a miscommunication on the route. You had Wiebelhaus and Schwab both in the exact same area. The ball went behind both of them.
I was going to say, when you see 2 players kind of bunched up in that same zone, something's not right, as you pointed out, Duke. And I'd wager one of them wasn't supposed to be there.
Can't imagine it was drawn up that way, no. Clock will stop again at 4:50 to go in the 3rd quarter. Braves still up 28-14, hoping to put a drive together.
Bryson Neal coming in, bottom of your screen. He had a big first half.
Here's the 2nd and 10 from the Cody 47. Play action. McClure looks to throw, goes deep, and caught by Simon Gaskell, who is hit hard, but he hangs on to the football. He took a shot, but Simon's a big boy, and he does a great job holding on to that thing for a first down.
That'll make your ribs hurt. Simon staggered a little bit.
Yeah, he shook up some. He took a big shot, but a great job holding on to the ball. Like John Madden used to say, if you're going to get hit, you may as well catch it. Ooh, man.
Right in those floating ribs area.
Chase Hatch with the hit for the Cody Broncs. Clean hit. And it's 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, absolutely clean hit. Just, but a big one.
Clock is rolling at 4:38. Star Valley offense picks up the Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down. Jesse Levitt in the backfield with Smith McClure. Quarterback keeper. McClure runs, dances, finds the hole, and he takes a shot. McClure slow to get up. He is going to get up, but he put his head down to run ahead, and he took a big hit.
He is fast. He's not. He's a bit more slight of build than Tristan Hilton. You'll see this here as a switch. Tristan's more about 215 pounds, 210. Smith is more kind of the 175, 180 range.
Tristan in after the 6-yard carry from Smith. Hilton under center. Turn, hand off to Thompson. He has a hole and will have a first down. Grant Thompson off the left side on the fullback dive to move the chains. It's a Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down to the 15, and the Braves back inside the Riverside Dental Crimson Zone. And Dow, this is the answer you were talking about. This is the kind of drive Star Valley needed.
Well, that was a big run from Grant Thompson. That's his first carry of the night, and at 9 yards to move this thing deep into Cody territory.
Split backs again. This time it's a handoff to Grant, and he's hit right after he took the handoff. That's a loss on the play, and guess who's back there? Grady McCartan with the hit right at the point of handoff.
Also saw 56 right in there. Yeah, loss of 3. My goodness. That's one of those where the defense almost comes in and takes the ball away from me in the backfield.
3-yard loss, and Smith McClure back into the game. He'll play quarterback. He'll roll to his right, looking downfield to throw. Throws it down, and it's caught by Gaskell again. He slides down to the 10. It is going to be shy of the first down, but a great catch by Simon. It was in coverage, too. Nice job finding that hole.
It's close to a first. Well, it's actually not as close as I thought.
Yeah, it's going to be about 4 or 5 yards short.
I thought he had, I thought he was right near the sticks, but I am apparently not knowing where the sticks are.
It's going to be marked at the 10, the first down just shy of the 5. So 3rd and a long 4 here for Star Valley's offense inside the red zone. Hilton, bread and butter, pitch to Levitt, hit, broke through, dove for the first down, and it depends on the spot. It is really close.
And we're kitty corner on this angle. It's really hard for us to determine.
He needed the 5. They spot the ball right at the 5. The officials will come in, and I think this is going to be measured. It was a great extra effort by Jesse. He got the ball and was initially hit, but he spun out of it, dove ahead to give him a chance.
It is. They're going to give it to him.
Great job. Jesse, by the way, mic'd up tonight, so look for some of his highlights next week.
Well, against this Cody D, Jesse right now, 16 carries, 81 yards. He has been a workhorse tonight.
1st and goal for the Braves, trying to add on to this 14-point lead and answer the Cody touchdown. 2:05 to go in the 3rd quarter, and this play is blown dead. Another offsides on the Cody defense is look like what this is going to be. That's going to be half the distance to the goal.
And we didn't see that at all in the first half, so I don't know if Cody's just trying to get a, submarine a little bit, trying to slow down this run game, or if they're just trying to guess the snap count. But in either case, that's the second time they've been dinged for it in this quarter.
Big boy package again. Tristan Hilton, who already has 3 rushing touchdowns tonight, all quarterback sneaks. What'd you say, 4 yards, 3 touchdowns?
His 5 yards.
5 yards, okay. Here's another quarterback keeper. Doesn't look like he got it this time. He was at the 2.5-yard line, and he got just inside the 2. So it remains goal to go, but now 2nd down for the Braves offense. Clock rolls down to 1:49, and Star Valley will send Hilton to the sideline to get the play call. Of course, Star Valley milking time off the clock here late in the 3rd.
Yeah, no reason at all. We haven't even mentioned it, Duke, but Denver's calling them snow-capped helmets. The Braves started doing this last year, so I guess that fits.
Here's Hilton now with the I formation. Bread and butter pitch to Jesse. Spins, touchdown. Jesse Levitt into the end zone with 1:25 to go in the third quarter. And the Braves extend the lead now 34-14.
Fourth rushing touchdown of the game for the Star Valley run game. First of the game for Jesse Levitt. And we call it the bread and butter. The pitch back, Tristan Hilton filling the gap, although it didn't really look like he needed to. And Jesse Levitt in for 6 easily.
Christoph Bueller's been perfect on PAT so far in the game today. Here's the snap, the hold, and the perfection continues. And actually, they blow it dead.
Something was wrong there.
False start on the defense again. Offsides, I should say, on the defense.
Now, in a lot of cases, you'll see a team go for 2 here. Don't know if the Braves will do that, but it makes it basically a yard to go instead of 2.5 or whatever, and then a lot of times they'll decide to go for 2.
Yeah, I think with the lead, Coach Young's just going to kick it.
That's kind of what I think.
So you're up by 20 here late in the third. I think you just kick the PAT again. And that's what's going to happen. Cooper Lancaster will hold. And the kick is again good with a lot of extra in it. 35-14. Braves on top over the Bronx in Cody on the SBI Sports Network.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
You're watching Star Valley High School football on the SVI Sports Network.
No 3 and out that time as Star Valley marches down the field and answers the Cody touchdown with another of their own, and it's 35-14, Star Valley on top. 1:25 remains in the third quarter here in this 1 versus 2 matchup with the Wild Preps coaches and media poll. Bueller will kick this one. It will be returnable off the bounce, and Cody will just let it run into the end zone, bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Let's send it out to Jake Hibbert. He has a game break for us. Jake, what do you got?
Well, it's number 5 Douglas taking on Riverton. Easy win, right? Well, maybe not. Here's Riverton. Derek DeVries a yard into the end zone. It's the second quarter, and it's 7-0. Riverton over Douglas. Back to you.
You know, Dad, you look at those 2, 3, 4 matchups in the postseason. It's going to be really interesting this year.
Well, especially in this month of October. I mean, that's a huge matchup for Riverton, especially.
Here's a pitch outside to McCartan. He dances around the perimeter but can't get away from Wiley Wilkes. He's there to make first contact, and then
Riley Erickson in there as well.
And Riley comes up to help assist. So it's going to be a gain of still about 3 on the pitch out.
And McCartan's had an effective evening, I should say. 17 carries, 76 yards. That's a good average against this good Star Valley D. He has a touchdown as well.
Cody continues no huddle as they go back to McCartan on the straight dive. He gets across the line of scrimmage, tackled shy of the 30.
Ryan Talbot in there, 74, trying to strip it out.
It's about 4 to set up 3rd and 2. Cody immediately back to the line. Here's another handoff to McCartan, and he will not get the first down. He's wrapped up and brought down behind the line of scrimmage by Jesse Levitt.
Jesse was able to meet him right at the point of attack, get wrapped around his waist, they're going for it.
Here's a big 4th and 2. Offense stays on the field. We'll see if they snap it or just try and draw Star Valley off sides. 4th and a long 1 inside their own territory. They'll snap it. Quarterback keeper hit, and he will have the first down. Falling ahead across the 40 is Maddox Ball to move the chains and keep the offense on the field. Just under about 12 seconds to go when they start the clock.
It's a good extra effort there from Maddox Ball.
Maddox in the shotgun. Clock is rolling at 10. Last play of the third quarter. Play action. Maddox throws deep right side. Double coverage is there again, and this one is intercepted. The receiver fell down. No flag. Running it back is Bryson Neild, and Neild is out of bounds at the 30. The Cody receiver is down.
Yeah, in fact, the Braves are running back. They think he might be. I thought he just fell and was down and was just disappointed at the okay, it's a cramp.
So he is down, and Bryson Neild gets the pick to end the quarter, and he returns it all the way back inside the 35.
Boy, that's a tough pill for the Bronx right there. I thought maybe he just kind of laid down because, oh, man, I tripped and fell and it turned into an interception. Well, he went down because his leg stopped working.
Cramped up. That's a hard way to end the third, and that's the third interception on the night for the Braves defense.
And the third different player to have one. Wiley Wilkes had one in the second. Cash Lancaster had one in the third. And then here to end the third, Bryson Neild gets one.
35-14. It's going to be Star Valley football. They'll flip directions on the field, and the ball was returned all the way back to the 33-yard line by Neild on the pick. Again, Bryson was in the game because Jaden Crook left in the first half with an injury.
What a luxury.
Yeah.
Bringing a guy like, and Bryson obviously is very capable, but a lot of times they try and maybe save him for offense. But good news for the Bronx is it looks like Boustard is up. Is it Boustard?
Jace Barrett.
Jarrett. Jace Jarrett is up and walking off the field, so that's good.
1st and 10 for Star Valley. Now here's a big drive in the game. This one could put this one out of reach for Cody. It's start of the Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter. 12 minutes to go in the game as Jason Jarrett will make the long walk from sideline to sideline all the way across the field.
Believe it or not, young man, I know how that feels every single day.
And so Star Valley will have the ball 1st and 10 at the Cody 33 after their third interception on the night.
The difference is his leg's not going to hurt later on tonight.
Right. 35-14. Braves on top with the ball again. Smith will throw. Pump fakes. Now goes into the end zone to Neild. Caught. 5. Dropped it. Is it a catch? It's a fumble. It's a fumble that's picked up by the Bronx running the other way. Down to the 40, 45, and out of bounds is A.J. Boustard. And Boustard is going to be out of bounds. What a huge turn in the game. That could have been almost a touchdown. But A.J. picks up the fumble. And there are flags on the play now at the end of it down on the far sideline.
I think it's on the return. Let's take a look at it from the Fall River Propane replay. Bryson comes down with it. At least I think he does. Looks like he takes a couple steps, and then it's stripped out of there.
Great job by Trey Smith on the defense.
He actually gets about 28 yards on the reception, but then loses it.
That one could have put this game away. Instead, Cody with momentum, picking up the fumble and running it back the other direction. This is going to be a penalty against Cody on the fumble return, which pushes them back all the way to their own 26-yard line.
Well, credit to Trey Smith. He was able to rake that ball out of there and keep his team hanging on.
Cody still with life. They're trailing by 21 points here, but a full quarter to play. That could be a big swing in the game. Maddox will hand off to McCartan, who will get a few up the right side. Cody quickly back to the line of scrimmage.
Grant Thompson in on the stop.
2nd down and 8. Maddox ball will throw. Curl route again, caught by Jacob Ball, and he's tackled there. Going to be a gain of about 3 or 4 on the reception. Setting up 3rd down, and they're going to say 2 to go.
The Bronx are 6 of 12 on 3rd down. That is a lot of 3rd down attempts.
Here's the 3rd and 2 from their own 34-yard line for Cody. Empty backfield for Maddox Ball. 5 receivers set. He'll throw. Little out route caught by McCartan for the 1st down and more across the 45 and tackled shy of the 50. But he is going to move the chains and keep the offense out there.
I'll tell you what, Bryson Neild, whatever he did to work on his grip strength, he basically kept McCartan stopped with just his hand grip.
Ball loose, and it is fumbled, but falling on it is Maddox Ball. It was a good snap right to him. He just couldn't hold on to it, dropped it, and fell down. That's going to be a loss of 3. 10:30 and counting here in the Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter. Braves try to hold on to a 3-touchdown lead. Hand off to McCartan. Right side and bottled up. Short gain, if anything, on the play. 3rd and 13 to go for the Cody Bronx.
Well, he was already kind of starting to go down or make a cut, and Wiley Wilkes just cuts him right down to the turf for no gain. In fact, I think he lost a yard.
Bronx down by 3 scores, so they're going to have to be in 4-down territory, but a 3rd and 13. Play action, throw, catch. No, he went through his hands looking for Trey Smith, who came up, and Bryson Neild was ready to nail him, and he does put him down, but it was incomplete on the pass to Smith.
I'm going to tell you this right now, Duke. If there's a sportsmanship award, Wiley Wilkes deserves it. On that cramp play, he ran all the way back, was helping the Cody player who had the cramp right there. Trey Smith gets lit up, and he helps him up off the ground. He's just been a good sportsmanship type of player out there.
4th and 13 for Cody to keep their hopes alive on their home field. Trailing by 21 against the visiting Star Valley Braves. Under 10 minutes to go in the game. Maddox ball will throw. Steps up, goes sideline, caught short of the sticks. Hit and brought
close.
down. He does get the second effort to make it really close. Chase Hatch on the reception. Ooh. He needed the 41, and they're spotting it at the 41. He was hit about a yard shy, but he jumps ahead.
The Braves felt like they had him stopped short. In fact, Cash Lancaster, he's a little fired up here.
They're going to bring it in and measure it, and it is close, but I think Hatch did a good job on just trying to dive ahead to spot the ball where it is. You can see right at the 46-yard marker, and the 6 will come into measure if the clock stopped at 9:50.
Leave your index cards in your pocket.
There was a close measurement earlier that Cody did get a first down on. This one's again a close one, and it's 4th down
this
here.
This one could be a chain link the other way.
And stretch it out, and it's short.
Wow,
short by 2 links, and Star Valley will get the ball back. That's a turnover on downs. Just short.
Cash Lancaster, his eyesight must be 20/20.
He's the one that had the tackle. He said it was short, and it was. Under 10 to go, and the Braves get the ball back with a 3-touchdown lead.
And the Star Valley defense, we can't say enough about this big play offense of Cody. They have made them work for every yard, Duke. 33 pass attempts, 30 rush attempts, 249 yards. So 60-plus plays, and you let them have 249 yards. They have really made them work.
Well, now if you're Star Valley's offense, now you're really just playing clock ball. You're up by 3 scores, under 10 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to put together one of those 7-minute drives.
As a lifetime Redskins fan, this is where you call 50 gut.
Here is the pitch back to Jesse Levitt. He tries to push the pile forward, does for a couple of yards. Gets up to about the 45, so they'll give Jesse
about 4?
4 on the carry.
I've got Jesse 18 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown tonight. That is a full night and a worthy of a steak dinner kind of night as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely is. Take Jesse to Bubba's this evening. And that offensive,
after us.
And that offensive line.
Oh, man.
Boy, I tell you.
We don't talk about them enough, Duke. They have done a phenomenal job tonight.
2nd down and 6. I formation. Hilton, and it looks like there was a little movement early before the snap. It's going to be a dead ball foul and a false start on the Braves.
So that's just the 5th penalty of the night on the Braves, but just 27 yards. They've been really clean here in the second half. In fact, you look at this line, you got Ryan Talbot, Jesse Gibson, see Simon Gaskell in there at tight end, Cooper Lawson, number 78, Bryson Baxter is 59, and of course Clay Merritt, the All-Stater at 57. They have just done an amazing job all season.
Yeah, absolutely. Clock will roll after the penalty, under 9 to go. Looks like Smith McClure will come in here in the long yardage situation after the penalty at 2nd and 11. So Smith McClure will play quarterback with Levitt in the backfield with him. Bailey Colgren split wide left in the double tight end set. McClure sends Bailey in motion. Throw ahead to Colgren. And bounces off the initial tackle and then surges ahead near the 45. He'll be stopped for about a 4-yard gain. He's going to make it 3rd and about 6 here to go for the Star Valley offense. 8:15 to go in the 4th quarter. Time continues to tick away. Star Valley in no rush. Bryson Neild subs in. He's going to flank out wide left. Cash Lancaster plays slot right. Lane Weebelhouse split wide right. Jesse Levitt, the tailback, with Smith McClure in the shotgun. Smith will throw. Steps up, fires downfield, and tries to dive for it and almost scooped it up, but it's incomplete. Tried to go down the field and couldn't quite connect. The clock will stop at 7:46 to go in the game. And out comes the punt unit for the Braves, trying to hit Schwab down the field. And he tried to dive and scoop and couldn't quite haul it in. 4th down for the Braves. This punt will come with 7:46 to go in the game. Star Valley did take a couple of minutes off the clock on the drive. And we'll give it back to the Bronx with Star Valley up by 21. It's 35. Sorry, we'll get that corrected. 35-14. Here's the punt from Bueller. Nice punt, pushing Hatch all the way back inside the 10, but he has a nice return. 25 and 30, sideline 40, and here goes Hatch. He has one man to beat, cut across the field. Kristoff slows him down, the punter, and then the rest of the team there to bring him down, but it's a big return for Hatch down to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Kristoff Bueller comes in to slow him down. Dayton Schwab helped finish off the tackle. Otherwise, you're looking at a celebration. We got a flag back here at the 42, it looks like, Duke.
We'll see if this return is coming back.
See Kristoff, number 22, Dayton Schwab, number 10. I think Hayden Morgan was 14 in there.
It's going to be a block in the back on the return against Cody.
So usually that's what that flag means in that situation on the field, but
that wipes off quite a bit of that return. That flag was clear back at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and it was fielded up to the Star Valley 44. So, yeah, you're looking at basically 30 yards of field position here.
Yeah, that's a huge penalty. That pushes the ball all the way back inside their own 35 down to the 32 where it's spotted.
And if you're being blunt, you really can't get too upset if you're the Bronx. That's just the 3rd penalty of the night for them, totally.
Here's ball. Maddox will pitch ahead, but the defense was right over that. Wiley Wilkes having a great game again tonight, especially on the defensive end. He was first there. Simon Gaskell was there to help as well. And Wiley, another big tackle. 7:20 to go in the game. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Shotgun for Maddox, ball from his own 32. And it's going to be a pitch out, caught by Smith. He's running ahead and will be brought down right near the 1st down. Tackle made by Bryson Neild. And it looks like it will be enough to move the chains. 1st down for the Cody Bronx.
You said that was to Trey Smith?
Correct. 1st and 10 for Cody. 7 minutes to go in the game. Ball will throw. Goes to the flat. Caught a big hit. It was caught by Ball. And then he is plastered again tonight. Cash Lancaster has been doing that all season.
He has really been a physical presence back there to secondary.
6:44 to go. 4th quarter. That was still a gain of about 7. Here's a handoff to Luke Moulton, and he goes ahead for just 1 yard. And 6:30 to go in the game. Time really becoming a factor here for the Cody Bronx.
I like the look of Luke Moulton. He came into the night with about 40 attempts. That's just his 3rd carry tonight. Just hasn't worked into the game plan much tonight.
Cody back to the line of scrimmage. And Star Valley looking to come in and beat the Bronx in Cody tonight handedly. Here's a quarterback keeper, fake handoff, and hit hard and brought down for a short gain on the play is Maddox ball.
Grant Thompson in there, number 31. Also in there, number 51, that was Andrew Taylor. Called Andrew's name a couple of times. He's a big, good-looking junior.
Here's a 4th and 1. And a low snap, the ball's loose. Ball has to fall on it, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. He just had to fall on the ball, and it was a low snap, went right below or right past him at his ankles, and he just had to fall on it. But it was 4th down. He couldn't do anything with it, and that's a turnover.
And it's the last thing Maddox ball wants to do is cover that thing up, but it is the best play.
That gives the ball back to Star Valley, and the lead does not change. It's 35-14. Braves on top with 5:49 to go in the game. And that turnover was probably too much for the Bronx to overcome. That's their 4th turnover on the night. Three INTs and a fumble now.
Actually, they've turned it over on downs twice now.
Oh, that's right. Turnover on downs. Yeah, here's a handoff to Grant Thompson. He put his shoulder down and will push ahead to the 35 for a gain of 6 on the 1st down carry.
Yeah, so 3 traditional turnovers and then a couple on downs here in the 4th.
2nd down and 4.
And if you're the Coach Merritt and his defense, you allow 256 yards to a team that was number 1 in offense coming into this weekend.
They put up 62 points last week, Cody did. And they've been scoring at will all season long, and tonight held to 14. Another great, outstanding defensive performance by Coach Merritt and his crew. Here's Hilton under center. Turn and hand off to Thompson again. Grant will have the first down. A Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down on the fullback dive to move the chains inside the 30. Clock rolls down to 5 minutes to go as Star Valley continues to work the clock.
Grant's had a nice game tonight. He always does on defense, getting a few carries here late. And that clock will wind, and yeah, the Braves just trying to get this one over with and get the win in the W column.
Assuming this score holds, with Star Valley up by 21, under 5 minutes to go, the Braves will take control of the 3A West. Here's a handoff. Looks like Levitt will get a yard or so. It was actually Thompson again on the carry. So 3 carries in a row for Grant to make it 2nd and 9.
I've got Grant, 5 carries on the night, 19 yards. He also has a catch for 14 yards, and I don't know how many tackles he's got, probably half a dozen. He's been out there on both sides of the ball quite a bit tonight.
4:20 to go. Left in the Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter. Braves up 35-14 over Cody. Tristan Hilton under center. He's going to wait for the deep official on the defense to give the 5-second call. He gets the 10-second. And now we'll snap the ball. And another handoff to Thompson, and he's in the open field. Grant taken down inside the 20. He'll have a big run on first down of about 11 yards to move the chains again and put Star Valley inside the Riverside Dental Crimson Zone.
The running game for the Braves, 43 carries. Of course, we'll go over this in the postgame, but 43 carries, 187 yards, and 4 rushing touchdowns.
Under 4 minutes to go now in the game. Star Valley leading 35-14. On the road in Cody, Tristan Hilton under center. Wilkes in motion, handoff to Thompson. He's hit and keeps those legs moving across the 15. And another Grant Thompson run. As Coach Young has just put the end of this game on Thompson's back, and he's making it work. It's about a 5-yard gain.
It's almost like they have an agreement. It's like, as long as you keep getting yardage, I'll keep giving you the ball. And Grant's like, okay.
Ball inside the 15, down to about the 12. As the clock approaches 3 minutes remaining.
Braves pushing 200 yards on the ground.
Hilton waits for the signal from the back official. He'll get the 10-second call. Now we'll snap the ball, hand off to Thompson again. And again, Grant will get past the line of scrimmage inside the 10 and will be really close to a first down. The clock continues to roll down to 2:54. It does stop here. Looks like they're going to take a look at it and see if this was a first down or not. They do say 3rd down, so the clock will wind at 2:54.
The Braves 6 of 8 on 3rd down in this game. They were 4 for 4 in the first half.
Grant Thompson remains the fullback. Hilton sees the 10-second call. Takes the ball, bread and butter this time to Levitt. Jesse bursts through the hole down to the 5. The line comes in to push him, and he is really close to the goal line, but stopped just shy of the end zone.
About 7 yards there for Jesse.
It is going to be a Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton first down, and the play will result in a 1st and goal from the 1.
46 carries, 202 yards for the running game tonight. 4 rushing touchdowns.
And they've stopped the clock. I'm not sure why. The clock is stopped at 1:51. There's no flags. I don't believe no timeout was called.
It could be an equipment issue. They actually came over and they're talking to the Star Valley staff really quickly. I don't know what it was about, though.
They're running this play without the clock rolling. I have no idea why the clock was stopped there.
I think it must be something in the booth because the officials are saying wind the clock.
It's not winding, and they do take the snap, but it looks like it's going to be stopped shy of the goal line this time.
I wonder if they thought that Star Valley scored. and that this was a 2-point conversion.
The clock still hasn't moved. They snapped the ball.
Yeah, that's weird.
There's got to be something going on with the scoreboard because they ran a play and no time came off the clock. I'm not sure what. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 1.
Well,
the Cody defense stopped him. Okay, now they put the ball down. Now they're moving the clock down to 1:12, so they rolled quite a bit of time on it.
Okay.
So they made up for the difference. So here we are, 1:06 to go. Star Valley is going to win this game. And Hilton looks for the end zone for another time, and he gets in again. Another rushing touchdown on the short yard set for Tristan Hilton. And the short yard senior specialist grabs another 6.
Now, again, minor unofficial, Duke, but 7 carries, 8 yards, 4 touchdowns for Tristan Hilton tonight. That is a short list in Star Valley football history, which is pushing 100 years now of players with 4 touchdowns in a game. So we're kind of chuckling, but that's impressive.
Here is Christoph with the PAT. Bueller will have it blocked. PAT's no good, and that will send us to the under a minute to go. The score remains 41-14 Braves on SVI.
Did you know you can manage your healthcare from anywhere? Whether you're at home, work, or on the go, our free MyChart patient portal makes it super simple to stay in the know and connected. You can request and manage appointments, renew your prescriptions, and view your test results. You can also message your care team right from MyChart. It's your healthcare all in one powerful patient portal. To sign up and get started, go to starvalleyhealth.org.
Fourth quarter coverage of Star Valley football is presented by Napa Auto Parts in Afton and in Thane.
Another short yard rushing touchdown for Tristan Hilton. That makes it 41-14. The PAT is blocked. Here comes Christoph Bueller for the ensuing PAT, and Star Valley with an impressive win tonight in Cody. Here's the kick, and Bueller will put this one in the end zone for a touchback. No chance of a return. And it's 41-14.
I think you've got to be extremely pleased if you're the Star Valley staff at what the Braves did coming up here. This is historically a tough place to win. Even historically, you've had some success, but it's always a tough place. And you come up and basically do what you wanted to today on both sides of the ball. And there's going to be a lot of people looking at the score going, oh.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's the thing to remember, and it wasn't this lopsided of a score last year, but Cody won the regular season game in Afton a year ago. And then Star Valley gets the win in Laramie. So if you're Star Valley, and of course Coach Young would never let this happen, but if you're Star Valley, you can't think, hey, we're there.
Yeah, you have not arrived.
Here is a handoff for the Cody Broncs as the clock is rolling down under 50 seconds to go. It's 41-14, Star Valley on top.
That was number 18, Dylan Brost, with that carry.
Maddox Ball remains the quarterback. He looks to throw, goes in, and it's knocked down by Wiley Wilkes.
Man, that kid has had a heck of a game.
That he has. He's had some big moments all season long, but tonight he has put it together.
He has been everywhere.
Here's ball to throw again, comes to the right side, curl route, and left short. Couldn't connect with his receiver, and it's incomplete to stop the clock at 29 seconds.
And to me, Duke, when you look at the numbers, again, we'll look at the stats here in the post game, but that was passing attempt number 37 for Cody. I got to believe that is way too many attempts for Coach McFadden. That is not what he wants.
4th and 1 here for the Broncs. Play action. Ball will throw, curl route, and dropped. He had it in the hands, right in the chest of Boustert, and he can't haul it in. It's incomplete, and Cody Broncs will turn it over on downs. 24 seconds remain. Star Valley will have to come out and take just one kneel down, and they will pick up an impressive win tonight in Cody.
You know, Simon Gaskell comes out and hugs Ryan Talbot. Simon's had a nice game tonight as well. In fact, you could say that virtually about every player out there wearing the white.
Really makes the Cody Powell game in a couple of weeks really interesting, doesn't it?
And you know what, Duke? we are in the favorable position of having seen both teams, and I have no idea what's going to happen in that game. Plus, it's a rivalry game.
Yep.
You got to kind of throw that in there. That is going to be, I'll tell you what, there better not be any empty seats in Park County. That's going to be a great game.
That's going to happen not next week, but the following week. Here's the kneel down for the Braves, and Star Valley will win it, barring a timeout. No timeout taken. Final score, Braves 41, Bronx 14.
Wow.
And Star Valley comes up and routs the Bronx in Cody. An impressive win for Star Valley, and you'd expect the Wild Preps coaches and media poll to be a little different next week. Silver Star Communications post-game coverage coming your way next. Braves win 41-14 on the SVI Sports Network.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Hello. Using tracking skills I've acquired pretending to be a national park ranger, I'm going to locate a customer of Rocky Mountain Yeti. Thanks to Rocky Mountain Yeti, these people are having their very first adventure.
We actually do this all the time.
Thanks to Rocky Mountain Yeti, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
I'm Duke Dance, and when I take out the garbage, I bag it.
I'm David Kazare, and when I take out the trash, I bag it.
I'm Dal Erickson, and when I take out my trash, I bag it.
Star Valley Disposal appreciates all their customers, especially those that bag their garbage. Remember that even with just a little wind, loose trash can be sent flying all over the place. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com.
Time to go back to the field with more live coverage of Braves football on the SVI Sports Network.
Silver Star Communications post-game coverage on SVI, delivering life experiences one connection at a time. Learn how at silverstar.com. That is silverstar.com. Now, no way around it. An impressive win for the Star Valley Braves. Their defense forced 4 turnovers tonight, held the highest scoring offense in 3A football to just 14 points, and the Braves rout the Bronx in Cody 41-14.
And your offense moved the ball very effectively against a strong defense, and they did that right from the beginning. That first offensive possession was a 91-yard field. They did that more than once, and put it together tonight as they needed to against a good team.
Also, just let our viewers and listeners know, Jaden Crook for the Braves left the game in the first half with an injury. He's still here at the stadium. He didn't play at all in the second half. He's out on the field with his team, and we'll hope for the best for Jaden. And but he's still here and walking around and seems to be doing okay from our perspective. Now let's take a look at this game by the numbers with the Battleson Brothers home, floor and home post-game battle stats.
Well, first for the Cody Bronx, I had Maddox Ball 20 of 38 tonight, 164 yards through the air. He did have one passing touchdown. That was that 42-yarder to Chase Hatch. 3 interceptions, though, picked off 3 times by this Star Valley defense. Leading the way in the passing game, receiving game was Chase Hatch. 6 catches, 84 yards for him and that touchdown. 5 catches, 28 yards for Jacob Ball. 3 for 17 for Grady McCartan. McCartan led the way running the ball for the Bronx tonight. 21 carries, 81 yards, and 1 touchdown on the ground. But running was tough sledding against this Star Valley defense. 35 carries, 100 yards on the ground. Not a great average there against the Star Valley D. 164 through the air, 100 on the ground, 264 total. Meanwhile, the Braves putting together an impressive offensive performance. Smith McClure, 14 of 21 total. The Braves had 232 yards. All but 39 of that was for Smith McClure. Tristan Hilton went 1 for 1, 39 yards. So Smith ended up with about 200 yards passing. He also threw a touchdown pass to Lane Wiebelhaus back in the first half, but it was the running game as well. They got it done, 49 carries, 204 yards on the ground, and 5 rushing touchdowns tonight, as 4 of them went to Tristan Hilton. In sneak variety, Jesse Levitt, 19 carries, 94 yards, and a touchdown. Leading the way, receiving, Bryson Neild, 4 carries, 110 yards tonight, and the Braves spreading it out to 8 different receivers for 15 completions. 232 through the air, 204 on the ground, 436 total, and the defense forces 3 interceptions. So quite an outing for the Star Valley Braves there on the Battleston Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home Battle Stats.
It's all part of our Silver Star postgame coverage. Bridger is down on the field with Coach Young and the 2 quarterbacks in the game tonight, Smith McClure, Tristan Hilton. Let's send it down to Bridger. Take it away.
Welcome back, Brave fans, to your Star Valley football post-game interview with your stars of the night. We're going to start here with Tristan. Tristan, you scored a lot of points tonight. What are your thoughts on that?
Just Smith would do a great job getting me close to the end zone. I just punch it in. He does the pretty work. I do the dirty work. It's kind of how it goes. But, yeah.
Smith, any thoughts on the game for you?
I just want to give all the credit to all the boys up front and to Tina and his tank crew pushing it in the end zone all night.
Perfect. You guys did a good job. Coach, your thoughts on the game?
Boy, anytime you come to Cody, you know you're in for a battle, and tonight was no exception. I mean, hats off to them. I thought they played well. They played hard. All history and indicators point to that there'll be another one of these down the road in about a month. So our focus is, I'm proud of these kids. I felt like in a lot of ways we found an offensive identity tonight, running the ball, throwing the ball, play action pass, good in short yardage. Real pleased with that. I thought the D did a really good job. Hands are full anytime you face a team that's that fast and plays with that kind of tempo. But the focus over the next, week and then the week after has got to be, we got to continue to improve. But really excited for these young men. This is a huge win, and it's an awesome rivalry game. And again, anytime you can play in Cody, Wyoming, they have a great atmosphere here, and to come out with a win, you got to feel good about it.
Yeah, so anything in particular that you're really, really focusing on for next week's game?
Boy, you keep asking me those questions, and all I want to do is just relax and breathe and enjoy it, because this was a tough one. But, no, just getting cleaner in all phases. Offense, defense, and our special teams, we got to execute at a higher level each week and hopefully climax towards some playoff games. So, again, proud of these guys. Just want to celebrate, appreciate Braves Nation for tuning in for what I think was a great football game.
Yeah, perfect. Well, there you have it, folks. Your Braves took the win tonight, and we're excited to see how they do next week. Braves Nation, let's ride. Back up to you, Duke.
Good job, buddy.
Duke, Coach Bull for the Cowboys says when he celebrates a win, he enjoys a Manhattan, a cigar, and a steak. And I know 2 of those things Coach Young doesn't do, so he definitely deserves a steak, though. Absolutely.
That's right. Appreciate Bridger down on the sideline with Coach Young, and a great game from those 2 quarterbacks. Pretty work and dirty work. That's the words of Tristan Hilton. And well said, man. Well said.
I love that. In fact, the Braves have their home game against Jackson in a couple of weeks. I want to see the student section dressed up as pretty work and dirty work. I want that.
Right. It's your Miles CPA Sideline Report with Bridger Wolfley during our Silver Star Communications postgame coverage as the Braves win this one 41-14. We'll take a look at next week in just a few. We do have your players of the game, but first let's bring on Jake Hibbard to give us an update on some of the games still in progress and some that have finished up like this one. Jake, take it away.
Oh, my goodness. Well, just got to start by saying, can we send Dal to the Smithsonian right now? That guy is a national treasure. Keeping me entertained in what turned out to be not that great of a game. Game of the week, huh? Yeah, okay, well, we'll see what happens again the next time they meet, that being Cody and Star Valley, whenever that may be. Yeah, we've seen this script before. Both sides know, don't get too confident, don't get too down. Anyways, let's hop into the games that are happening or did happen
earlier today. All right, so Evanston-Powell happening right now. Let's start the game off with Cohen Morrow. Whoopsies, that's an interception, and that leads to a Powell touchdown to start off the game just a couple of plays in, 7-0 early. Later on in the first, Powell, little dump off. How about that to Trevin Abraham? He takes it down to the 1 yard line, sets up a second touchdown for Powell, and it's 14-0. Evanston, not to be outdone. I said this offense could score. Nice little slant pattern to Drew Barker. That's 27-7, the score right now at halftime. Powell on top. Let's jump over to Jackson and Green River. Look at this rollout. Harrison Ward to Griff Miller. I said the passing game would be a difference, and that set up the first touchdown for Jackson, 16-0 in the third quarter. Riverton Douglas. Here's Derek DeVries pumping his way into the end zone for Riverton to put them up 7-0. It's 10-0 at this point. Douglas with the response. Trey Wren, quarterback read option right up the middle. It's the third quarter, but still on upset alert. Riverton ahead 10-6. Let's jump over to this wild game earlier today. Mountain View already down 6-0 to Lovell. It's Justice Platt right up the middle. You know you're going to run against it, but can you stop it? The answer's been no. Mountain View on top here, 13-12, and a 50-yard field goal and a bump. Landon Solis has unlimited range, at least as of yet. That's a 50-yarder to put Mountain View up 16-12. Later on, Lovell down 10, not to be done yet. A deep throw and a great high point there and a great run after catch for Lovell. That set up another touchdown to make it 23-20. Lovell within 3 points, and it all came down to one play with 2 seconds left. 8 points, midfield. Lovell throwing. Little too long, and that's the game. Mountain View wins it 1 versus 3, 36-28. Lyman, Thermopolis, no such drama. Lyman was on top early and often, 38-12. We move on to Cokeville and Rich County. Look at this high point. Well, it wasn't the guy who high pointed it, but Jack Dayton's on the backside to recover and cover it into the end zone for the pick six. Cokeville rolls Rich County 14-0. That's it for the highlights. Final update, guys. I got Buffalo and Worland 7-0. The final that I got for that one, or not a final, the most recent. That game just kicked off. Wild week continues. Hey, you guys got to drive home or something? Tune into that Evanston game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Red Devils get another touchdown in. Other than that, can't wait for next week. See you guys.
See you later, Jake. Thank you for the updates in our post-game coverage and throughout the game tonight. And it always gets interesting in October down the stretch here in Wyoming High School football. In this game, the Braves get the big win in Cody over the Bronx, 41-14, your final. Dal, how about your players of the game in this one for the Braves?
You and I were kicking this around during some of the breaks, and a lot of guys had a terrific game tonight. Wiley Wilkes was awesome. Jesse Levitt was awesome. Bryson Neal, Smith McClure, Tristan Hilton had 4 rushing touchdowns. But I think we got to give it to the line. Mm-hmm. The offensive line, and I know there's a bunch of them. We tried to single them out, but anybody who came out here and blocked on that line tonight, they didn't have any turnovers at the line of scrimmage. They put up 436 yards, extremely balanced.
No sacks tonight.
No, just did a really amazing job against a good team. So I'm going the whole offensive line tonight. I think let those boys eat literally now. Please, they've earned it.
Absolutely have, and they've been a big part as Star Valley comes in to give Cody their first loss on the season, and the Bronx only loss in the last 3 years now has been to the hand of the Braves.
That's true. I hadn't really thought about that, but that's true. They had a 26-game streak snapped at state, and then they'd won all of them this year up until now.
Again, your final, Star Valley 41, Cody 14. The Braves will hit the road again next week and travel to Green River. We'll, of course, be there for that game live with coverage here on the SVI Sports Network. That's it for our Silver Star Communications post-game coverage. I'm Duke Dance with Dal Erickson, Sage Jacobson, our producer, Bridger Wolfley on the sidelines, and as always, a fantastic camera crew bringing the action to you live tonight. Thank you for joining us. Have a great weekend. It's the SVI Sports Network.
You ever do little things that shouldn't hurt as bad as they do?